you have a side gig and
all right, let's get this thing started tonight. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Appreciate everybody for supporting and sharing this video. Just give me a second. I am getting everything set up on my end so we can run smooth tonight. That's right, y'all. I don't know who out there has been checking out the new Kodak Black album. You know, the new Kodak Black album is out. Y'all can check that out. Kodak actually just did a crazy interview on the $1 Million Worth of Game show, so he did it at the right time. And now he's got his new album, pretty cool title as well. You know what I'm saying? Back for Everything. The new album, Back for Everything, is out now. And one thing I want to point out, you guys, the only feature on Back for Everything is actually Lil Durk. Lil Durk is the only feature on Kodak Black's new album that's currently available. So y'all can go check that out. Back for Everything. The album actually came out, as all of Kodak's albums have, on Atlantic Records. So that's where all the controversy is spinning from. You know, that's where all the controversy is spinning from right now, with Kodak Black putting out a message saying sign to Atlantic Records, after the fact that NBA Youngboy a few weeks ago came out and pretty much said he was being blackballed. You know, pretty much said he was blackballed with the lack of support he got for Colors, or whatever reasoning he had given. I mean, I don't understand that. The Colors album actually came out and sold about 70,000 copies. It was in the top 5, if not number 2 on the charts, you know, for a certain point of time, you know, this dude Kodak Black was really running shit, dropping an album September, dropping an album in January. You know, Kodak Black is running wild right now. So I don't understand where his grievance with Atlantic Records come from. But doing my research, Kodak's first album, Caning Pictures, his second album, Dying to Live, which was a dope album, the Bill Israel album, and Back for Everything have all released on Atlantic Records, you guys. So it seems to me that Kodak Black has never really had a problem with this label. One of the best labels out there, from what I've heard from various people. You know, the way they structure things with their artists, as far as music video direction, as far as getting them out there within the culture, into the news and everything. Louis Peasy in the building. Salute you for tapping in tonight, bro. I'm smoking on a little Collins Ave tonight. That's right. We got Ricky Rose's strand on deck tonight, you guys. The big boss, Ricky Rose's strand, is on deck tonight, man. Colossal the Don is in the building. Major salute to you, bro. Major salute to you for tapping in, man. I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in, sharing this video. Share this video, everybody. I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate everybody hitting that like button, sharing this video. We got a couple dope topics tonight. The game is going crazy again. The game is going crazy again. He's got an appearance on Drink Champs. We were talking a little bit about that last night. I broke the question to the chat if y'all think that Whack 100 was going to appear on the show with him. Let me see. Yo, highs for the lows. Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Highs for the lows, Colossal the Don. Okay, guys. Just give me a second here. About to get something lit up as well. Yeah, for sure. Rest in peace to Snootie. Sorry about the dead air, you guys, but rest in peace to Snootie, man. Rest in peace to Snootie, man. The dude, really took the whole internet game by storm. I guess I can say something for Snootie right here, right before we get started tonight. He really took the game by storm, you guys, when he got started. And I want to say, to a certain extent, he actually took Yo Gotti to another level. He actually gave Yo Gotti a big ass single that he could capitalize off. You know, he gave him a single that he could capitalize off. I was just listening to Yayo today, playing it for one of my guys, and I was like, yo, this really jump started. You know what I mean? This really skyrocketed, what Yo Gotti was doing. Of course, he had the other record, Act Up, with Young Jeezy, but Yo Gotti really just started putting the pieces of the puzzle together with his career. It sucks that Snootie couldn't do more with CMG because, in all honesty, I believe at the time, Yo Gotti's label wasn't all the way together. You know what I mean? Yo Gotti's label CMG wasn't all the way together at that point in time to where everybody was just believing in it. He didn't have the massive success of Black Youngsta and Moneybag Yo and Drake jumping on Black Boy JB's joint. He didn't have all those accolades under him at that point. So I think for a certain extent, Snootie Wild was like, "Yo, I got this big record." You know what I mean? I got this major record, and he wanted to explore some of his own options, and that's why I think we didn't really see more of Snootie Wild with CMG or Snootie Wild in general, y'all. But rest in peace to Snootie, man. It's a real shitty situation, being that he came into all of our minds, some of our hearts, you know what I mean? And he really made his mark. He left a mark on the game. Not the biggest mark, but he actually, reached a level of success that some people never get to. Major salute the Real Prophecy in the building. Major salute to Canada. Canada's in the building. New Jersey's in the building. Everybody, let me know where y'all are tapping in from. I appreciate everybody tapping in with me tonight. See, I got some drink on deck. Appreciate everybody for tapping in and checking out my new interview with Gillie. Well, my new throwback piece with Gilly the Kid, where he actually spoke on quite a bit, y'all. He spoke on Meek and AR-Ab, and he also spoke on getting hit, getting tagged. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about tag team wrestling. He spoke on getting tagged, getting hit, shot 3 times when he was carrying around a Puerto Rican knot. And if you guys don't know what a Puerto Rican knot is, then go check out the interview. You know what I'm saying? Go check out the interview, you guys. Hell yeah, appreciate you for smashing that like button. Richmond, VA. Richmond, VA in the building. Hell yeah, appreciate Virginia for tapping in. Major salute to Virginia for tapping in. Yes, hit that like button. Definitely appreciate everybody hitting that like button and tapping in tonight. Excuse me, y'all. I am smoking a little bit of Collins Ave before we get the stream started tonight. This shit is dope. It's like 19.5%. Some pretty good shit. I finished up the red velvet this afternoon, so I had to go grab some. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, man. You know, when Bel Air Blue cuts that check, we're gonna I'm literally gonna have some painters come in and just paint the whole room blue, Bel Air blue. I'll probably even dye my hair too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll just do the Wiz way though. You know, I'll just do a little strip. But as soon as Bel Air cuts that check, you know what we're gonna do, man. Let's go. We got a bunch of dope shit to talk about tonight. I think I'm gonna bring up the Gillie clip so we can do a watch along with that as well, you guys. I think we're gonna do the do a little watch along with the Gillie clip. That clip is doing numbers right now, so I want to interact with y'all about it. I'm smoking on this good dope right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably your favorite blogger, but I smoke better than your favorite rapper. But you're like, yo, Mike T, my favorite rapper is Snoop Dogg. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Probably smoke more than Snoop Dogg. I probably smoke more than Snoop Dogg. I'm talking back to back to back. Ain't no Drake shit. You know what I'm saying? But I need everybody to share this video. Hit that like button before we get started. Also, let me know what you're smoking, man. I want to know what everybody is smoking in here. Yep, we're about to get started in a few minutes. Everybody keep sharing this video. We're going to do a watch along tonight. There we go. Gelato. Hell yeah, man. What y'all smoking out of? I brought these joints out of retirement, baby. The big boys is out of retirement, y'all. The big boys is out of retirement, y'all. We done with that shit. We is done with that shit, y'all. We are off the white boys. We're off the Raws. Wiz, no disrespect, my brother. Mike, Providence, Rhode Island is in the building. Hell yeah, I was just driving through Providence today, actually. Heading to the dispensary to pick up some of that Collins Ave, you know what I mean? Ricky Rose's batch. My review, this brand of Collins Ave is really good. I really do like this brand of Collins Ave that Ricky Rose has put on the market. You know what I'm saying? I really do like it. Let me see. Hold on one second. About to tell everybody to tap in on live. Nah, man. I'm not messing with that Larry Bird, bro. I'm sorry to say I'm not messing with that Larry Bird, y'all. I picked up, well, maybe it was because I was actually sick at that point when I grabbed it, but I'm not really messing with the Larry Bird chronic, to be 100% honest with you guys. What up, Q to Barber? What up, J Focus, 19 Shack? I want everybody here on IG to hit the link in my bio. Come join me on YouTube right now. Everybody come join us on YouTube. We're live right now. Just hit the link in my bio and you'll join us. G Went was popping. Canada's in the building tonight. That's what's up. I got the Collins Ave, bro. I grabbed the Collins Ave from the dispensary. Was going to grab an assortment, you know what I mean? I was going to do a grab bag, all different types of buds, but honestly, man, I was like, you know what? The Collins Ave is on sale. They had it for like $165 a half, so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to spend $215 on a half. Yo, I'm glad you're still watching me, guys. I appreciate that I'm all in your face here on Instagram. Hit that link in my bio right now and come join me on YouTube. Major salute. Yes. TS. What's the TS stand for, bro? What's the TS stand for, my brother? Joseph says, let's smoke the wood. I'm not smoking backwoods, bro. Nothing against backwoods. I like backwoods. My homie Young Breed from MMG would smoke backwoods all the time. But I'm on these joints. I picked up a couple packs tonight. Where the hell's my full joints? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Y'all know I'm not capping. Y'all know I'm not capping when I come on here and talk to y'all. But I have a very dope watch along for us tonight. For everybody tapping in, we're gonna do a dope watch along. Gillie speaking on AR-Ab and Meek. Gillie also speaking on getting hit 3 times over that Puerto Rican knot. You know what I'm saying? Gillie was running around with a bunch of bread, big bags. You know what I'm saying? Big Swift says, roll a Swisher. Yo, I used to smoke Swishers. You know what I'm saying? I got some of these on deck too. I be running through these shits, man. You know what I'm saying? I be running on through these shits, but I got a few on deck somewhere. I'll find them later. Paper Gang. Yeah, man. I rock with the raw papers, bro. But it's not like I got an endorsement. It's not like Raw sends me the packages because you know I be running through them shits. You know I be running through them shits. I ain't seen Masters out here in a minute. Yo, Lee H, where are you from, bro? What part of the I know some spots don't really have the Dutch Masters like that, like Massachusetts. But yeah, you guys, we're gonna be running a clip tonight. A pretty dope clip. A pretty interesting interview that I hope a lot of you have seen. Let me see. Let's take a little look. All right, so Gillie, what's good, man? How you been?
Man, you already know, man. Fucking with my homie, Mikey T, movie star, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the most raw, uncut shit out right now. You know what I mean?
Keyword right now. Keyword right now, you guys. Gilly the Kid pretty much broke it down right there. Right now. Because right now, in reality, Gilly the Kid is running the media. You know what I mean? Gilly the Kid is destroying the media. I labeled him the king of media. I'm the king of the bloggers, but Gilly is the king of the media.
I'm from goddamn Bolivia or somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
What was that, Gil?
Get the most raw, uncut shit out right now. You know what I mean? This shit from goddamn Bolivia or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? One snort of this shit, nigga, bust your head wide open. You hear me? You be connected, nigga. You be hooked for life, nigga. You better get down with the plug, Mikey T, nigga. The movie star.
Yo, you better get down with the plug. You better get down with the plug, y'all. Smoking on Bluntvilles. Oh, damn, bro. That's a blunt that I haven't heard from in a long, long while. You know what I'm saying? That's a blunt that I haven't heard from in a long, long while. The Bluntvilles. What it do, bro? Dallas is in the building tonight. Major salute, Texas. Jason Waters, what's popping with you, man? Everybody hit that like button and share this video. We're going to be doing a watch along for the interview I dropped today, but we're also going to talk about the hip hop news. It's like a fuse show. You know what I'm saying? Kodak Black saying signed to Atlantic. You know, NBA Youngboy says Atlantic blackballed him. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre going on Noriega's show. The Game going on Noriega's show and actually seemingly dissing Dr. Dre. Kanye West did more for me in 2 weeks than Dr. Dre did for me my whole career. We're going to be getting into all of that tonight, you guys. So I want y'all to share this video. I want y'all to hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? I went out and grabbed the orange today. I'm repping on the orange Tommy today. You know what I'm saying? This is how we doing shit, man. Ain't no playing. I'm Mikey T, the movie star, the king of the bloggers. And I'm here tonight to entertain you all. So hit that like button. I'm smoking on some fire. If you didn't know, I'm smoking on some fire right here. I got some fire pack. That shit's y'all probably want to see what it looks like. Y'all probably want to see what that shit looks like. And you know what? I don't blame you. I don't blame you for wanting to see what Ricky Rose's strain looks like. But you know what, man? Maybe we'll save that for the watch along. I'm going to do an official video review. of the Collins Ave tomorrow, you guys. A little something different. You know what I mean? So I can show that we can expand our horizons here. Now, before we get into the Gillie watch along, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game because there's something that I want to bring up here. We're not going to get into Dr. Dre. We're not going to get into 50 Cent just yet. I want to talk about Eminem because a few streams ago, I had come on here and said I'd never heard the game diss Eminem. Well, I got to retract the statement because I saw there was an interview in 2019, possibly 2018. It was with 92.3 LA. They do a great job with their interviews out there in Cali. And they had actually interviewed Eminem at the time when the MGK and Eminem they interviewed the game at the time when the MGK beef was over with Eminem after both records had come out. So I want to talk about that briefly because the game actually did an interview where he said that MGK won the beef with Eminem. I'm going to put up a poll right now so I can judge from the 50 people in here. Who won the battle? I'm putting it up in the chat right now. I want to know who won the battle in everyone in here's opinion because the game said MGK won that battle. I'm putting it up in the poll, King Spider, so you guys could actually vote. I put it up in the poll so everybody could actually vote on this, you guys. And just so everybody knows, we're going to be doing a watch along. All right. Stop this interview with Gillie. It's a throwback, but I want to get everybody's thoughts.
So Gillie, what's good, man? How you been?
Man, you already know, man. Fucking with my homie, Mikey T, movie star, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the most raw, uncut shit out right now. You know what I mean? This shit from goddamn Bolivia or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? When
my shit's from Bolivia. You know what I mean? My shit's from Bolivia. These other bloggers, their shit is from other YouTubers' channels. They go on other YouTubers' channels. They download the MP4. My shit is from Bolivia. I got that raw, uncut from Bolivia. You know, the shit that they ship over from Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can find their shit on YouTube. My shit, you got to come to me to get it, man. Just being real. Just being real.
This shit, nigga, bust your head wide open.
This shit'll bust
Yeah,
your head.
you know what I'm saying? One snort of this shit, nigga, bust your head wide open. You hear me? You be connected, nigga. You be hooked for life, nigga. You better get down with the plug, Mikey T, nigga. The movie star. Right.
Right. So we're going to be getting into this exclusive watch along. So everybody in here, please like the video, share the video as well. When I say share the video, I mean throw it up on your Facebook, throw it up on your Instagram story, or even post it on your Twitter, man. Iceberg, the godfather of the chat, said, these other bloggers got that block work. Mikey got that Bolivian soft powder. Yeah, that's right. I got that shit that make you wake up the next day thinking about me in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You just can't help yourself. You want to dig into your pocket. You spend it on it like it's pay-per-view. Every Sunday, once a month, baby. It's on the first of the month. All right, Ken, I'm going to chill out, bro. Let's get into the exclusive podcast tonight because the first thing that I wanted to speak on was actually, whoa, come on, guys. Y'all need to be able to take that real talk from me, man. I dish it out. I bid. I take it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to give and you got to be able to take. Hey, got that? Yeah, yo. No. For my whole life, pretty much, you guys, I've only ever messed with weed. You know what I'm saying? Weed, chronic, and also champagne, y'all. I can't help myself when it comes to the champagne. And soon enough, man, I'm thinking Bel Air is going to be coming and rocking with your boy, man, because I'm going to be that Bel Air blogger. You know what I mean? I'm going to be the Bel Air blogger. I'm going to keep it raw and uncut. You know what? We got that Bolivian blue Mikey T Bel Air. You heard? But so the game dissed Eminem to a certain degree, in my opinion, as a fan, when he said that MGK actually beat Eminem in that battle. Now, it's his opinion, but it's like kind of like it's a manipulated opinion. You know, look at the whole history of Eminem and the game. They worked together on the game's debut album, the documentary on the song called We Ain't. You know, it's like we ain't going nowhere. So yeah, it was the game. And it's never been the same. Shit ain't just the same for gangsters. Some shit like that. The game and Eminem put together, damn near a classic. You know, but that was really the only time that they ended up working together due to all the friction. You know what I'm saying? Due to all the issues that happened with G Unit. And obviously, Eminem was more invested with G Unit at that time than he was with the game. I mean, the game was just a branch off. It was going to be a branch off of G Unit. It was going to be G Unit West. I'm not sure if that's where the game's issues with G Unit West came or game came or 50 in general came into place. If it was because he wouldn't let him name the label the Black Wall Street. You know, it's going to be G Unit West, baby. But in all honesty, that does not seem like what the problem was, because even though the game gave Young Buck G Unit South, Buck was still referring to it as Cashville Records. So even though it was G Unit West, I think the game would have still been able to refer to it as Black Wall Street. Bert Castro's in the building. What's popping with you? Mike, major salute, bro. 6 years sober. Respect to you, bro. You know, I got to say, I respect that shit, man. You know, you're doing your thing, bro. A lot of guys tap in. We smoke a whole lot of weed, bro. SV Twiz be on the show with me, and he's like, yo, Mikey, you be making me want to smoke so damn bad. But, you know, Twiz is strong. And, yo, I know all y'all that don't smoke weed or you don't drink, y'all is strong too. Just keep with it, man. I'm not like a motivational. Hell, I am a motivational speaker like that, you guys. I'm on here to motivate in reality. What the is good, Mikey T? Bert Castro is in the building. That is my guy right there. I appreciate you for tapping in. Steve, we're really just getting in to the part of the game going ape shit on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Going ape shit on everybody. It's really like he wants to reignite this whole war, but now he's even mentioning Dr. Dre, something I don't think we would have ever thought. You know what I mean? The game dissing Dre. I came on the live a few weeks back. So Steve, I'm catching you up, bro. I came on the live a few weeks back, and you probably remember me saying this. I don't remember a time where the game dissed Eminem. I don't remember a time where the game dissed Eminem. But I got to retort. I got to go back on that because in 2019, after the game or after Eminem beefed with Machine Gun Kelly, the game did an interview with 92.3 LA where he said that MGK actually won the beef and won the diss. He said, speaking honestly, I would have to say Machine Gun Kelly because M did what I expected him to do, but nothing to catch up to where hip hop is today. I felt like MGK gave his all, like a hungry dude. Eminem was Eminem. So the game said he felt like Eminem didn't do anything new. He felt like Eminem was being Eminem. Are you kidding me, man? Eminem at the end of that song called out Diddy and Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like Eminem did some of the most crazy shit on his diss track, man. That kill shot was leagues ahead of Machine Gun Kelly's creativity of shooting a music video outside of his tour bus while eating a bowl of cereal. I'm just being real. You know what I mean? I'm just being real on this one, man. So the game also said before I heard MGK, I was saying that Eminem killed it. So you're telling me that you actually heard these records in reverse. It makes sense. It makes sense, you guys. And I'm going to explain why it makes sense that the game heard these records in reverse. Adam Smith is in the building. Salute to you, bro. He's got his opinion. I'll read it out. I don't shy away from reading out the opinions of my viewers. Adam Smith says MGK smoked Eminem. And I want y'all to vote. I have a vote up in the chat right now. I want everybody to vote in the chat. Who won the battle? Eminem or MGK? Right now, it's 68% for Eminem and 32% for MGK. So go vote right now, you guys. Also, hit the like button and share this video. I appreciate everybody tapping in. I actually had to let me see. I had to make sure that everybody knew on my IG to watch this video, but I want to get into why the game. It's interesting to me, guys, that the game said he heard Eminem's song first. It kind of brings me back to when the game jumped on Tyga's diss song going at Lil Durk before he even knew Lil Durk. You guys, do y'all remember? I'm sorry, y'all. We are going to get to the Gillie piece. Do y'all remember that, though? Do you guys remember when the game jumped on the diss record with Tyga before he even met Lil Durk? This is what we're going to get into in a little bit.
Gillie. Alright, so Gillie, what's good, man? How you been?
Man, you already know, man. Fucking with my homie, Mikey T, movie star, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the most raw, uncut shit out right now. You know what I mean? This shit from goddamn Bolivia or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? One snort of this shit, nigga, bust your head wide open. You hear me? You be connected, nigga. You be hooked for life, nigga. You better get down with the plug, Mikey T, nigga. The movie star. Right.
Gillie, this is something everybody wants me to ask you about. It's this right branding.
So we're going to get into all that, y'all. Excuse me. I'm just doing a little bit of promo. Just doing a little bit of promo on IG, letting everybody know to tap in and check us out tonight. But let me get back into that, you guys. Let me make my point. So the game jumped ahead because of somebody that he knew. Now, it's in the game's name, literally, to, mention all the rappers in the industry. It's in the game's mentality to side with the more popular rappers in the industry. So that's why he actually jumped on a record with Tyga going at Lil Durk before even meeting Lil Durk. This is why the game heard Eminem's diss track before he ever heard MGK's. You know, the majority of people will hear an Eminem song before an MGK song just because of the, you know what I mean? Look at Eminem's page right now. Eminem just posted Conway's album, you know what I'm saying? And it's got 817,000 likes or views. You know what I'm saying? So just put that in perspective. So the game quite naturally heard Eminem's joint first, and it was nuts. It was bonkers. And then he went back and listened to MGK's joint, which is kind of like a song. Somebody in the chat said, Block Campbell says, MGK just made a radio song. Eminem went straight K mode. Eminem killed Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, man. I find it weird that, you know, sometimes when you hear something first and then you hear something else, you will generally like the second thing you hear more because it's more in your memory. But the way Eminem was rapping on that was just like so complex and different. He came up with a whole new rhyme scheme to go at MGK. And, you know, I'm not trying to come on here and bash MGK, but I'm going to come on here and give my real opinion and my real perception of what happened. I mean, I had the opportunity to interview MGK. I went to his show. I watched him throw midgets into the crowd. It was amazing. Guy got drunk as hell, put on an awesome show. He gave me a 15, 20-minute interview. I really appreciate that from Machine Gun Kelly. You know what I'm saying? It was no Hollywood shit on his end. He showed me how real a guy emerging on the industry could be. But I'm just calling a spade, man. The game is, he was being biased with this. The game was being biased because of the fact that Eminem has never returned to be on another one of his albums, you all. That is the truth of the matter in this situation. You know, I think the game is a little bit tight that Eminem never returned to be on another one of his projects. Adam Smith, I don't know about that one, man. He definitely slapped a microphone out of Adam 22's hand. Let me see. Kat says Tyga is bomb. Love him. Yeah, Tyga was crazy for a while, but you really got to look at what Soulja Boy said. He said everyone said Tyga had the biggest comeback, and Soulja Boy is actually still in the headlines, whereas Tyga really never made the comeback that we all expected him to make. You know, having big records like Rack City, Faded. You know, he really had you know what I mean? He really had an opportunity to make a big comeback, but he hasn't really gone anywhere with it. Mikey, do you know E. Burton? No, I do not know E. Burton. Can you enlighten me? Jason Waters says he used to big up Dre all the time. Yeah, so let's get into that portion of this. Hold on. Before we move on to the Dr. Dre portion of this, where he mentioned Kanye West, he also said a lot of people who hate, a lot of people, it's a lot of people who will hate me for this, but I don't give a F about that. Yeah, man. When you go against some of the way that the industry knows you in the first place, yeah, you are going to get a lot of flack. You are going to get a lot of hate from it, game. When you go against the way that we know you, you know, a lot of the 5 million people bought the documentary album. 5 million of the people that were your fans know you from records with guys like Eminem. We know you from records with 50 Cent. We even know you from records with Tony Yayo. We know you from production with Dr. Dre. But when you alienate all your friends and then you don't have that, I mean, what do you expect us to do? It's like sometimes when you meet a friend through a friend and they're not friends with your friend anymore, he's outcasted. You know what I mean? The same amount of people did not work with the game on his second round as the first. Iceberg says MGK is cool. He's a vibe. He's still fine. I don't like the M diss. Really hurt his. Oh, he's still fine. I don't think the M diss really hurt his career. Well, let me address that before we move on to the Dr. Dre portion here, where Kanye West was brought up, or Ye. Am I messing up by calling him Kanye West, you guys? Am I supposed to call him Ye? So MGK switched up his whole career, Iceberg. MGK switched up his whole career to the new music that he's doing with Travis Barker. You know what I mean? Yeah, Travis Barker from Blink-182, right? I'm not messing up that name. He changed up his whole style and he sold quite a bit of units, man. He switched up his flow from rap to rock. I can't say I don't like it. Machine Gun Kelly is a hell of a talent. It is interesting that he's found more success doing rock music than rap, though. You know what I mean? With rap music, he really couldn't break the barrier of actually selling 50,000 units, and then on his last album, what was that last EP he did where he actually had the Eminem diss on it? It was called Binge, right? It actually only sold about 22,000 units first week. All of his albums had actually sold about 50,000 first week. All three of them or whatever amount he had. Nothing really ever accumulated to the sales of Eminem, but still MGK was, he was trying to get his respect as an MC, but it's just crazy to see how his rock career, he sold like 130,000 units first week. That's all three of the albums in 1 week. I don't know if any other bloggers are out here saying this, man, but I've got that knowledge in my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking for a way to put it to use. Mike B says, yeah, his rock is all right. I can't lie. Finesse BWA, appreciate you for tapping in, bro. He says, I think MGK's diss wasn't bad for him. Definitely won the better of the M disses. Definitely wasn't better than the M disses. Or I'm sorry, bro. And also, guys, if you haven't voted, vote in the chat. So it's 35 votes in there, you guys, and we're at Eminem 69%, MGK 31%. So Eminem is holding quite a lead. You know what I'm saying? He's holding quite a lead in this joint. Appreciate you for tapping in, Schizo. Major salute, bro. Okay. Okay, let me see. Sorry about that, y'all. Just doing a little post right now. And let me do a little light up too, man. Everybody needs to smoke. Free the men. Free the men, OBH. Damn, Burt Castro. He's being real, man. You never hate on a man for being real. Burt Castro said, my taste of music is MGK. He's got the W. He's got the W, man. Yo, everybody watching right now on Instagram, what is popping? I'm on IG. I'm on YouTube Live right now. Hit the link in my bio if you want to join me on YouTube right now. Did you get to the game in 50 shit yet? Well, we're about to get into it in just a second, man. We're about to get into it because we're about to go over the Dr. Dre portion of this thing. What up, Ty Drama? What up, SK? What up, Mr. Payback? Everybody hit the link in my bio and come join me on YouTube right now. I'd appreciate it. And I'll see y'all there. The link is on my bio. Face Mob. Hit the link in my bio right now and come join me on YouTube. 215 Daily. Come and join me on YouTube. I'll see y'all here. One Ham. Come join me on YouTube, guys. Hell yeah, you got to promote yourself right, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You got to promote yourself right for everybody out there trying to come up and do their thing. Hell yeah, Jason. I definitely saw the performance. And, that goes into the Super Bowl performance, goes into what I was talking about a little bit earlier with, the game being known for certain things. You know what I mean? The game going against what he was known for. You know what I'm saying? The game literally went against everything that we knew him for on his debut album to the point where his sophomore album couldn't have been anything like his main label debut. He did it to himself, y'all. He really did it to himself in that situation. Look at the way that 50 Cent presented himself at the Super Bowl. 50 Cent came upside down, just like the whole world was introduced to him. The whole world, all of Eminem's fan base, that piled on top of 50's street fan base. That's how they were introduced to 50 on the mainstream. He popped up upside down first on the In the Club video. And that's how he popped up at the Super Bowl. The Game ruined his opportunity because the Game would have popped up in that room and it would have went from In the Club to How We Do. That's why all the people were in the room with 50. And if the Game would have played his position, and we're going to get into a little bit about one of Dr. Dre's producers who responded to what the Game has said, but if the Game played his position, he could have been in that setup. But now he lost his position to Kendrick Lamar. But yeah, yo, what's everybody smoking, man? What y'all smoking? About to get into this joint that is about to go, or it's going viral right now, from the Drink Champs interview with the Game. It's going viral right now. Crazy viral. N.O.R.E's probably got the best interview that the Game has ever done. The Game is going to explain everything. The G Unit breakup. Did he smack 50? Was it a shoving match? Are we going to get all of that? I'm wondering. Is N.O.R.E going to get all of that out of the Game? Because if he does, this could be a classic interview, you guys. So the Game said, it's crazy that Ye did more for me in the last 2 weeks than Dr. Dre did for me my whole career. Now, I'm going to take a minute to respond to that. I want to take a minute to respond to that as somebody that actually purchased the documentary album, somebody that actually went to the store in 2005, January of 2005, I want to say, and purchased that album. Game, bro, everybody can talk what they want to talk. JT the Bigger Figure, who's a good dude, can talk what he wants to talk about discovering the Game. Another album that I actually bought. Yes, Untold Story. It was amazing marketing from JT the Bigger Figure to drop that right around the same time as the documentary. It's like, yo, I got the documentary, I got his industry shit, but I gotta go get his street shit too. You know what I mean? I gotta go get his street shit just so I could hear what it sounds like from, because we always used to have the debate, what's 50 gonna sound like when he goes mainstream? You know what I mean? What's he going to do when he goes mainstream? So I wanted to tap back in and learn a little bit more about the Game, you guys. Because in all honesty, we didn't know anything about the Game. We didn't know anything about the Game. Because when he was working with Dr. Dre, he was a secret. Like the majority of Dr. Dre's projects, we don't know who Bishop Lamont is. You know what I mean? We don't know a lot of these guys that were working with Slim the Mobster. We don't know his story. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know their stories because they never made it. Their music never materialized. The Game story, we know because of the partnership of 50 Cent and Dr. Dre. So him saying that Ye has done more for him in 2 weeks than Dr. Dre ever did, like that is like completely crazy. The Game started his career wearing a chain that said NWA. The Game's debut album was going to be called NWA. Are any of these other bloggers on here talking that? No, because they don't know about that shit. They're just talking about labels and shit that they've been around one person and they don't even really know anything about the labels. No, I'm on here talking this real shit. We all lived through it, man. Maybe some other people were out doing other things. Maybe some people were locked up, so they didn't really get to live through it. But I sat here and lived through all of this shit that I'm talking about. And a lot of you guys I know just from listening to me, it resonates. And you're like, oh shit, I remember that. I seen that. That's what was that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing here on this channel. I don't know what them other guys are doing. And quite frankly, I don't care anymore. I found my lane. You know what I mean? I found my lane. Yeah, that is one of the, if I could start my life from scratch, yeah, it's one of them records that you always remember and that you always want to go back to. Hey, I'm just being real. I'm just being real, man. I'm just being real. Jason Water says, I remember seeing him with the NWA chain. Yeah, and now he says that Kanye has done more for me in the last 2 weeks than Dre did for my whole career. I'm sorry, just because Ye says something like he's going to give Beanie Siegel $50 million, just because somebody said, like, Dr. Dre gave you the opportunity to make $500 million. If you didn't make 50, if you got lucky and made 50, Dr. Dre really gave you the opportunity to make 500 million, a billion. Dr. Dre gave you, and 50 gave you the opportunity to make $1 billion, just like Dr. Dre gave the opportunity to Snoop, just like he gave the opportunity to Eminem. It's all on you to capitalize. You know what I'm saying? Some people got to find their way. Snoop didn't need, well, Snoop had Dre, all respect. Snoop had Dre for the first couple records, which really got him off the ground. But Eminem didn't need a sidekick. 50 Cent didn't need a sidekick. The Game came in and he needed a sidekick. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Cody, we ain't talking about that shit on the channel. Finesse says, I don't believe that. Damn, that's a slap in the face to Dr. Dre. Yeah, man. Yeah, that is a major. Yeah, no disrespect, Cody. Appreciate you for tuning in, brother. I'll answer whatever type of questions you want. Just try to keep it a little bit less than controversial like that. Although we do talk about the controversial shit on this channel. Yeah, that's a slap in the face to Dr. Dre, but in all honesty, that's a slap in the face to the game's whole career that he would say that. You know what I mean? I went to the store and purchased your album for $20 back when the shits was $18.99 and shit like that. Had to spend the whole money, you know what I mean? That my mom gave me from going to my dad's house, you know what I mean? For the weekend or whatever and shit like that. Had to spend the whole money and shit like that. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm thinking about another time. I don't think times were as hard when in 2005. You know what I mean? I think I'm drawing back to like 01 when I was like 11, 12, 13 years old and shit. Shit got good when I moved over to this other part of Connecticut though. Because my parents knew, they were like, yo, shit is about to get bad. Shit is about to get bad for him. So they moved me over here where it's a little bit better. You know what I mean? But it's just crazy. Nah, I'm not even gonna get into all that shit. Lamond Smith says the Game's career is over. Well, the Game is certainly gonna sell some units with Drillmatic. It's safe to say that the Game is gonna sell units with Drillmatic. I need everybody to share this video. So Focus, the Dr. Dre associated producer Focus actually commented on this situation, or he commented on the Game not being able to perform at the Super Bowl, right? And it's kind of a comment that a lot of us will pretty much be able to identify with. He said, can't depend on an unstable cat for something as epic as that. And that's not a bar, you guys. That's not a bar, although I might try to reiterate it a little bit later when I start my rap career post blogging. But that is something that we all look at the Game as, like he's unstable. You know, 1 week he's shaking 50's hand, the next week he's releasing 300 bars. You know what I mean? The Game is the Game is kind of a loose cannon. Damn, Ashes is a mother. Yeah, Jason, that's the new title of his album. It's called Drillmatic. It's called Drillmatic. Nick Miller says, is it out of bounds what he said about Dre, but the Easy track is his biggest hit in 15 years? Well, is Easy really a big hit? You know what I mean? How are you going to say just because a man came in and gave you a record. You know what I mean? How are you going to say just because Ye? And I knew this was one of the factors of it, bro. You know, Kanye West actually doing a feature. This is probably the game's biggest feat. Well, no, I'm not going to put that on the game because the game has really always found himself as a part of hip hop melodies, recording with mad different people. So share this video, everybody. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Got a bunch of different topics and a watch along that we're doing about Gilly the Kid tonight. If y'all missed my interview today. But yeah, I'm just running out. Got some of this on deck. Collins Ave. Big salute to Ricky Rose. Big salute to Ricky Rose on the weed. One of the best strains out right now. Well, I'm going to do an official review on it tomorrow. Y'all will be able to watch it. Y'all will be able to watch it. Ricky Rose's Collins Ave. Is it hitting or are we quitting? Mikey, what's the name of that Connecticut rapper that was repping OBH? The name. Sorry about that, you guys. The name of the Connecticut rapper that was repping OBH is Starbucks. Double R. STARR Bucks. Wedding cake, baby. Let me get the Rick and Morty tray ready to go. Let me get the Rick and Morty tray ready to go, you guys. Because I'm going to roll something up. Well, actually, we got one more portion to go over because the game actually spoke on the G-Unit beef. The game actually explained the G-Unit fallout, or he's going to explain it in full. The game went crazy. What was he quoting this, Iceberg? Do you know what the game was quoting when he actually said, I'm kicked out of the group? Guess what? You don't kick me out of the group. Who was the game mimicking when he said, I'm kicked out of the group? Guess what? You don't kick me out of the group. Who was the game mimicking right there when he was doing that? The game was the G in G-Unit. No, Louis Peasy. Peas. What didn't Tony Yayo say on the track? I put the G in G-Unit. I think it was Tony Yayo who said it on So Seductive. I put the G in G-Unit. I put the Mike in Mikey T. Hold on. I don't think that worked. But yeah, so the game said, I'm kicked out the group. Guess what? You don't kick me out of the group. I'm the G in G-Unit. Now, game is kind of like the third, fourth guy to actually claim to put the G in G-Unit. Jason says, I think it was Young Buck. Young Buck said that he was going to put G-Unit on his back. You know, the Young Buck was like, 50, give me the weight. I could put it on my shoulders. I'm a goddamn soldier. What was that bar? He was like, 50, let me carry the weight. I could put it on my shoulders. Now I'm here saying Young Buck bars. Next thing you know, Whack 100 is going to be making fun of me for quoting Young Buck bars. Block Campbell said he sounds like Eddie Kane from the 5 Heartbeats. Yup. The game said that he was the G in G-Unit on the Drink Champs preview. Hey, man, we all got our opinions. Personally, before I thought that Young Buck was the G in G-Unit. You know what I mean? Young Buck was the one who came on Rap City and said, kick in your door, wave in the fofo. Didn't he say that didn't he say that when he was wearing that handkerchief on his face, the black handkerchief, the black bandana, and the black jacket? I could have sworn he did that lyric right there and flipped off that. Lloyd Banks is the lyricist of G-Unit. Lloyd Banks was the Playboy. Yeah, that's right. He was the Playboy. I like the way she do it. Yeah, horrible single for G-Unit, man. Horrible single for G-Unit. I put the P in P-Unit. Hetty Mo, good to go, and I don't know her name. Is it the wheels on the hot car, meals on the shock bar, or you just want a quickie with a Rap star? Was that the lyrics? Hold on. Ladies, tell the truth. You know I'm cute, but really, what really turns you on is the rims on my coupe. Yeah, man. No other blogger out there saying Yayo lyrics on their blogs. Damn it. Yayo, put some respect on my name. Yayo does put respect on my name, though. Yayo actually said I did good interviews. They were all one-hit wonders except for 50. I don't agree with that, bro. I don't agree with that, man. Yo, Alfred, what's popping, man? Appreciate you for tapping in. Bert Castro says that Bangum Smurf put the G in G Unit. I can respect that, man. I can respect that. Let me tell you, meeting Smurf, you could really tell, like, how cool of a dude he is. But let's see. So it also, I just also, before we get into the watch along, before we speak on Kodak Black, we're gonna talk about that after the watch along, you guys. But I also want to say that it looks like the game brought back his old trick. Looks like the game brought back his old trick of chugging bottles of liquor. Oh man, I forgot about this, man. But I remember back in the day on my MySpace page, I actually put up a video of the game actually chugging liquor. He was chugging a bottle of Grey Goose, I want to say. Yellow Wolf is cool. I was about to do an interview with Yellow Wolf right before the pandemic. They told me to come out to one of his shows and that we could do the interview, which would have been awesome. Finesse BWA says, sign Yayo. Yeah, I am going to sign Yayo. I'm definitely going to sign Tony Yayo when I get popping. Hopefully that doesn't stop me from getting a deal, saying that right now. Like if anybody was like, yo, damn it, I was fitting to sign Mikey T like tomorrow. I was legitimately going to sign Mikey T, but if he's going to use that money and sign Tony Yayo, I don't want to do it. Well, let me check it. Let me check the ball back to you on that one because you done checked it to me. I'm here. I'm ready to go. I wouldn't start signing artists to my record label until I had a proven, success rate. I'm not going to go and sign passion projects before I sign. I'm not going to be like, "Oh, yo, I've always wanted to work with this dude, so I'm going to go with what is working." You know what I mean? Before I go all 50 Cent and start signing Mobb Deep and MOP and Mace and shit like that and start signing everybody that was on my wall. You know what I mean? But somebody also said that the game could sign with Death Row. Little Bow Weezy. What are they calling him nowadays? I don't really know. Bow Wow said that he wanted to do his last album on Death Row. How cool would that kind of be? You know what I mean? Because over the years, there's been so much talk about Little Bow Wow working with Snoop. We know they were cool back in the day. But also all that mysterious talk of him working with Death Row. Maybe that would be cool. Jason says, I liked Tony Yayo. Alfred letting me know, he says it's Shad Moss. That's correct, bro. It's Shad Moss. Major salute to Shad Moss. He had a couple movies. I saw Lottery Ticket. What else was Bow Wow in, you guys? Bow Wow has really, really spread his wings in the industry from being a little kid. I remember back in the day, and I'm sorry we're getting sidetracked here, you guys, but I remember back in the day, just every single year, this guy would put out an album. And then when I finally think it's over, I'm finally getting a breath of fresh air, a summer without Bow Wow. Of course, he comes with the Omarion record. Of course, he comes with the Omarion record, you guys. Oh my God. And we had another album. But when I went to the stores, you guys, and I saw that album, I believe it was called Face Off, I realized the packaging. I looked at the packaging and it wasn't like a standard CD. I was like, yo, this has got to mean Bow Wow is actually going to be slowing up on the albums. Now, personally, I thought a label would hear that duet album and want to reinvest in Bow Wow. Just personally, what I was thinking in business ethics. I'm like, Bow Wow's kind of smart. Branch off, do the album with Omarion, who's the most poppin' dude in what was that group called? O-Town or something? No. It wasn't called O-Town. They had the record bump B2K. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was the most popular artist in B2K. And then I think he got a little bit more popular after the record though, because he was going by O and shit like that. Adam Smith says Snoop named Bow Wow. Yeah, all that history, man. It's rich history, man. I really love it. Yep, he was in Medea. Yep, he was in Medea with Tiana Taylor. Yep, that's right. Bow Wow's a legend, man. Alfred said he's a good actor. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit on here and hate on little Bow Wow. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep it real. I kind of got a little bit tired of the album after album after album. You know, some record labels would put out artists. They did it the right way. You know, artists like Ludacris, these guys, Ja Rule, they had an album every single year. 50 Cent did a little bit of a different approach. You know, even though he put out the G Unit album right after his debut, literally in the same year, I think it was a bad marketing idea to then release every single G Unit album every 2 years. That was just a bad idea. You hit him from the gate running. You know what I mean? Don't go back from that, man. Yep, Fast and the Furious. He was in Tokyo Drift. Was Bow Wow in the most recent Fast and the Furious for one scene? I can't remember. Ooh, Iceberg is saying that Soulja Boy beat Bow Wow in the verses. Uh, I haven't been able to do it, you guys. Even though I'm Mikey T, the movie star, I have not been able to watch the new Space Jam. Uh, I was a big fan of the Michael Jordan one back in the day. I mean, I was a little kid. You know, back in the day when you're a little kid, you look at movies a lot different. You know what I mean? Yo, Chase Moolah's in the building. Hit that like button. Share this video, my brother. Um, Alfred said they had the capital off his age before he got older. Good point, Alfred, man. Finesse BWA says, yo, that's dope, Mikey. Just to notice that from the packaging that he's going to be slowing down. Good shit, fam. Yeah, man. Yeah, little things like that. It just shows you how much interest you actually take in the music industry, in the culture of everything, you know. It just shows you like how you want to like kind of like get involved, you know what I mean? Those were like early signs to me that I wanted to do something more than just be a spectator. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike was another one. That was really the one that set it off. I want to say, unless anybody can go and prove me wrong, I want to say, and I haven't done the research, you know what I mean? We don't really technically come on here and do Bow Wow topics. You know what I mean? I think we're about 20 years past that. I mean, if we were blogging back in the day, maybe you would have a couple Bow Wow headlines, but I think Like Mike was probably his most successful movie. Yeah, Bow Wow was so deaf, but is he so deaf now? I mean, I would imagine he's a free agent now. At one point, he was actually signed to uh Cash Money, right? It was Cash Money, right, you guys? Mikey, how many people have you heard say Styles P is number one in their top five? You know, it's funny that you asked that, Bert, because just recently, I've been hearing Styles P in a lot more of people's, you know, top list. I think nowadays people are really taking their top list in a whole new, you know, caliber. You know what I mean? They're kind of separating the top list from the, you know, the past, present, and the future. I'm just saying, I've started to notice that Styles P, you know, Jadakiss, these guys in the top five lists, not the top 10, not the top 10. I'm talking about the top five. And yeah, records like All About the Benjamin give them actually credibility to be there. And don't forget, Bow Wow had Sierra first. Now, what was the better record, though? Was it Bow Wow and Sierra or was it 50 and Sierra? Now, I'm struggling to remember the titles of the tracks, you guys. Leave 'Em Alone. Leave 'Em Alone was the 50 Cent and Sierra track. And the Bow Wow and Sierra track was Like You. Am I correct? Those were pretty much the two singles right there, right? Yeah, Young Money. Yep. I think he was in the third Fast and the Furious, and I can't remember. He must have had a cameo in Fast 9. It was that just came out. It's Sierra. Yeah. I ain't never seen nobody show me like you show me. Yeah, salute to my guy Iceberg. I was just actually talking to Iceberg today about an exclusive interview with Bella K. I think that'll be dope, you know what I mean, to bring a little bit of a female presence to the channel. And plus, she is actually the voice of the Lobby Boys, right? Iceberg, she's actually the voice of the Lobby Boys. Sort of like back in the day when you would hear the MMG's girl's voice, when it would be like Maybach music. If I'm not mistaken. You know, I was just thinking about this today. Bella K, she's actually the voice of the Lobby Boys. Damn, that's pretty crazy, man. Iceberg's like, no, Mikey T, no. Yo, Sean Bag Life, my brother, man. Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. But y'all, let me see. I got her right here, Bella. Yeah, I'll be following Bella. Oh, she done hit that 10,000 subscriber mark. All right, y'all, follow Bella. Follow Bella. She's balling. I remember, and she can hold it down in different, different areas. Apparently, I mean, she be vibing with Jim Jones. She be vibing with Mano. I got a whole lot of respect for that, man. That's crazy, man. Because Mano is one of the biggest rappers, and Jim Jones, we all know his history, man. And why do I say Mano is one of the biggest rappers? Because you put Mano's name in your headline, and you are doing hits. Plus, look at Mano's In the Kitchen podcast. Alfred, we'll get back to that later. Let's get into the official watch along.
Doing. Tell me. All right, so Gillie, what's good, man? How you been?
Man, you already know, man. Fucking with my homie, Mikey T, movie star, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the most raw, uncut shit out right now. You know what I mean? This shit from goddamn Bolivia or somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, guys, I don't know where them other bloggers shit is from. Their shit is probably from Mexico. From these other bloggers, you're getting that swag. From these other bloggers, you guys are getting that zona. You're getting that zona, y'all. But when you're here with Mikey T, you're getting that Bolivian raw. You're getting that Bolivian uncut. You're getting that shit that makes you go, aye! You know what I'm saying? You probably know what I'm saying if you're into that type of vibe. But me, I'm a champagne guy. You know what I'm saying? But there is some good chronic out here, actually called Madrina and called Medellin. Shout out my brother Gunplay.
More of this shit, nigga, bust your head wide open. You hear me? You be connected, nigga. You be hooked for life, nigga. You better get down with the plug, Mikey T, nigga. The movie star. Right.
Yo, y'all better get down with the plug, man. If you're not subscribed, right. Get down with the plug. If you're not subscribed, subscribe right now. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, anybody that follows me right now, I'm gonna follow back. But I dropped this throwback interview today, so I just want to go in over it. And if anybody has not seen it, or if you have seen it and you wanted to ask a question about it or comment about it, that's why we do these live videos. Also, breaking down some of the news, the game going ape shit. Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy both mentioning Atlantic Records. Let's get into it, you guys, because there is no baking soda in this. This is Mikey T, the movie star.
Gillie, this is something everybody wants me to ask you about. It's this right branding that you've been doing. Tell me about it. Where did you come up with it? What is it leading to?
I mean, the right, it ain't really a branding. That's just my slang. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I talk. You know what I mean?
Do y'all remember when Gillie would profusely say the word right? Like literally all the time? You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to, Spiel says, Kodak Black bang way harder than Lil Bow Weezy. Keep it real with me, Mikey, yo. Oh, hell yeah. There's no debate about that when it comes to Kodak Black or Little Bow Wow, man. You know what I mean? There's no debate whatsoever about that. But the age, You know what I mean? Little Bow Wow was making music for a whole different age demographic. You know what I'm saying? And it's sort of the age demographic that yeah, you could say that because, you could say that they were targeting that audience, man. Appreciate you following me, Alfred. I'll follow you back after the stream.
It's the perfect word for everything. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you in a relationship and you Martin's right. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever you want to, however you want to put it, that goes greatly with everything. So that's just my slang. You know what I mean? It ain't really nothing. I'm brand. That's just a part of my slang. It's a part of how I talk. You know what I mean? You know when you've been through everything like it's like I've been through. You know what I'm saying? As far as in the streets, you know what I'm saying? You know, being.
I really didn't think that at first, before Gillie broke it down, you guys. I really didn't think that right was the perfect word for everything. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's got to be some occasions where you should not be using the word right. You know what I mean? If somebody's like, yo, man, we're about to go spend $1,000 on a O. Right. Yo, man, we're about to go do this shit in broad daylight. Right? There's got to be a couple scenarios where you won't necessarily want to say right. You know what I mean? I mean, look back to the movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey. When you're just saying yes to every single situation, it could really go to hell. You know what I mean? Shit could go bad. But let's get back into it, man.
Being shot at, you know what I mean?
Right?
Motherfucking being locked the fuck up, you know what I mean? Growing up in poverty, not really knowing how the fuck you gonna eat tonight, you know what I mean? You just become accustomed to this shit, you know what I'm saying? So really what I'm doing is just giving out game, you know what I'm saying? I'm just really speaking to the people and telling them, you know what I'm saying, shit in scenarios that I've been through. They thirst for this shit. The people thirst for this knowledge that I got up here. You feel what I'm saying? So why not give it to them? You know what I mean? At the same time, help a couple young niggas escape prison. You feel what I'm saying? Or, some shit like that. That's why I give out the game that I be giving out.
Gillie, was Meek Mill saying fuck AR-Ab a violation in the King's eyes?
All right. So do y'all remember that? Does everybody remember when Meek Mill went on stage and said F-A-R-Ab? Does everybody remember that? I was just wanted to get it from Gillie if that was actually a violation, being that they were both from the same city. You know what I mean? Being that they're both from the same city and being that, these two guys were actually homies, like close, tight dudes. They appeared on each other's projects and shit like that. Maybe AR-Ab appeared on his project, shit like that.
At the end of the day, that's they beef. You know what I mean? I fuck with Meek and I fuck with AR-Ab. You feel what I'm saying? So, if I don't really agree with the niggas beefing because that shit don't amount to no money. You feel what I'm saying? When you work together, when you stick together, that's when you eat together. You feel what I'm saying? So for me, it's not,
I feel that. Gillie said, when you work together, when you stick together, you eat together. And I'm probably going to sound like I'm beating a dead horse, you guys, but I really feel like when Drake mentioned AR-Ab's name, I think Meek Mill could have capitalized on that by actually signing AR-Ab. You know what I mean? I think, in all honesty, that if, just like when Cassidy and Meek Mill started going at it and AR-Ab did that 45-minute interview, nobody really expected AR-Ab to take Meek Mill's side like that. You know what I mean? That's why the video went so viral. AR-Ab was exposing the shit that was going on with him and Cassidy. So in reality, that shocked a lot of people. So if Meek Mill would have beat Drake to the punch and signed AR-Ab, AR-Ab could have actually came out on the diss track with Meek Mill. It would have made their diss track so much more major. Or it could have been a second diss track. Meek should have already came with something first and then come with, or even responding to back and put an ab on the track. Like, I signed this dude. You're going to try to put my own city against each other. But I don't know, man. I guess these guys aren't really thinking about it like that. You know, I sat down when I was a kid and wrote up my whole rap career. You know what I mean? And wrote up like what I wanted to do on my albums and shit like that. You know, like I like really wanted to do this shit. And sometimes when I do interviews and sometimes when I meet rappers, it's like they don't like sometimes they don't even know what they really would have want their debut album to be called. I would have thought this would have been one of the most important things for rappers to express, to want to do. Like, I honestly, like, because I sat there in notebooks writing my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Once I got taken out of the environment that I was in. And it's another story, man. Let's get back into it.
It's not really about Philly niggas. BC, one thing, you know, one thing motherfuckers gotta understand, right, is, you know, they like the viewers and the listeners and the watchers, they like to see motherfuckers beef. You know what I'm saying? But one thing y'all gotta understand, when certain cities beef, like Philadelphia, like Chicago.
Oh man, Gillie gets real here, man. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Gillie started making me feel a little bit uncomfortable here. I'm not going to lie to y'all. He made me start feeling a little bit uncomfortable here, but I was really glad that he didn't just say, next question. I was really glad that he didn't just say, I don't want to talk about this. I was glad that he actually gave me an answer, something to present to the public. So let's hear what he had to say, man. And my bro Clark actually incorporated some creepy ass music so you can see how on edge this experience actually gets. But Gillie is actually usually really, well, Gillie is always really animated. I remember the first time I met Gillie to this day, he was yelling all over the studio, man. But just like I know Gillie appreciates the opportunities that I've given him, I, more than anything, appreciate the opportunities that Gillie gives to me. You know what I mean? That Gillie has given to me and shit like that.
Like Detroit. Milwaukee. With certain cities beef, that shit ain't staying in no motherfucking mic.
No, it's not.
That shit gonna get the flying out here, man.
Flying.
And niggas is gonna get shot, man.
Boom.
Because that's what we do in Philly, man. We shoot niggas, man.
We doing it.
Not saying me per se,
but
I'm saying Philadelphia as a whole. Why you think if you look on a motherfucking, you say the top 10 cities in crime?
Why?
Philly don't even be in the top 10. Because we ain't really into kidnapping niggas. We ain't really into carjackings. We ain't really into raping, taking baby pussy. We ain't into that. But shooting niggas? Shit, we'll shoot you till you set on fire, nigga.
Jesus, that got a little bit realer than I thought, you guys. Like, in all honesty, that got a little bit realer than I thought. And I'm telling you, that's why when I was doing this interview with Gil, this is probably like our second or third interview at this point. So, you know, me and him were comfortable together and all that. But I'm not going to lie. Y'all can hear it right here. This shit is uncomfortable. Gillie is like it feels like I'm on the show Scared Straight 99 or whatever on that television show where Gillie would go in and be talking to these kids or something. They need to get Gillie in a movie where he plays somebody in jail.
No gasoline or nothing. Nigga, light you the fuck up till you on fire, nigga. So what you gotta understand is this shit just ain't gonna stay on wax. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't no other cities. They beef and they see each other and they say, "Damn, baby, you know I fuck with you."
What's up, baby? You know I love you, baby. Oh shit.
Dude, you a real nigga. You a real nigga too, man. Let's hug it out. Take a picture for Instagram. When niggas in Philadelphia see each other, boom, 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 right? So this shit get deep.
Gil, I can attest to that. I can attest to that, Gil. I'm just messing with you, man.
This shit get deeper than motherfuckers even could imagine. You feel what I'm saying? So for me to want to see them niggas beefing, that ain't something I want to see. You know what I'm saying? I don't really condone that shit. But at the end of the day, they grown men. If they want to beef, they want to war, they want to go through it. Shit, I done did it. I done beefed out here. I done warred out here. You feel what I'm saying? I took my licks. I took my bullets.
Oh, man. Gillie is just so damn raw in these interviews, y'all. Gillie is so damn raw in these interviews. 1 second, y'all. I'm reading the final results. It's 76% for Eminem, 24% for Machine Gun Kelly, and who won their battle. But I'm bringing up another poll before we get back into this, guys. And as you heard, Gillie said here that he took his licking. He took his licking. I think he said he kept on ticking. Is that the rhyme he did with it? But Gillie said he took his licking, you guys. So I had to ask him about it, man. Maybe it's something I shouldn't have done, but I felt like, yo, me and Gil were cool. You know what I mean? Me and Gil were cool. I could ask him about this shit. But let me put this up in the chat. I'm putting this up in the chat right now. I'm putting the new poll in the chat, you guys. I want y'all to vote on this new poll. I'm rolling up. I'm not going to let my Dutch get too crispy this time. That was annoying as hell in the last blunt. I'm about to start putting something over my good pants. Dude starts getting good pants, and they start getting ashes all over them. I see what the rappers got to do. I see what they got to do, man. I'm moving on up. I see what Adam 22's got to do. But let's get back into this joint right here, you guys. And I want everybody to vote in the poll. I want everybody to vote in the poll. Was Mikey T scared of Gillie? Let's get back into it.
Took my licking and keep on ticking, man. So I ain't stepping in. I ain't trying to stop it. I ain't being no motherfucking savior. If niggas want to beef, let them beef, man. May the best man win.
That time you actually got shot.
I mean, I was in a...
Guys, maybe I shouldn't have asked Gillie about this. Maybe I took it a little bit too far asking Gillie about this, but let's check it out. Brick City, New Jersey, what's poppin'? Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Share this video, hit that like button, man.
With a Puerto Rican knot. You know what a Puerto Rican knot is?
Guys, I'm going to ask you in the chat, do you know what a Puerto Rican knot is? Before I continue the video, I want a response in the chat. Do you know what a Puerto Rican knot is? I'm waiting. I'm rolling. I want to hear what you got to say in the chat before I go any further. I want to hear what y'all got to say before I go any further, guys. Do you know what a Puerto Rican knot is? Oh, my man Steven Rivera got it. Steven Rivera got it. Stack of money. Tanya says, no, Gilly the Kid / King loves and respects Mikey T. Guys, I want you to vote in the poll that I got up right now. Was Mikey T scared of Gilly the Kid? Right now, 33 of the poll says no, and 67% of the poll says yes. We only have 15 votes, so I want y'all to keep on voting. But let's get back into it, man.
I was somewhere I ain't need to be. Well, really, I can't say I ain't need to be, but I was in a hood that wasn't mine. You know, I was dripping, you know, because I'm always dripping. I had a Puerto Rican knot on me. You don't know what that is? That's a motherfucking stack about this big.
Yo, guys, do you all see that stack? Look at that stack, you guys. I paused it right here. We can all see that massive stack. That is a French Montana stack. That is a Black Youngster stack. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them stacks that you would have seen Lil Wayne running around Circle House with. Shout out to my brother Berserk. We're dropping our interview this coming week as well. G's Gasoline interview dropping this week. Got a lot of new work coming. But look at that. That's a Puerto Rican knot, you guys. I can't wait to get me one. And I'm going to go all over. I'm going to go all over with a Puerto Rican knot. I'm going to be like, yo, I got my Puerto Rican knot. Let's get it. Back to the watch along.
Of money. Where you can't even fold it. I don't know. I know you from Miami, Florida, and all that. I don't know what they call it out here, but here in Philly, we call it a Rican knot. I had a goddamn Juan Rodriguez knot on me. You hear me?
Who? Juan? Who? I'm going to have to look him up. I'm going to have to study this guy and see what he did to get a Puerto Rican knot so I can get one myself. Adam Smith says, that's pretty large. Was he carrying it in a suitcase or something? Nah, man. You know how rappers do, man. You know how rappers do. And bloggers will be doing it too. I'll be the first blogger with a Rican knot. You know what I mean? I'll be the first blogger running around carrying, a stack of money under my arm like I'm Rallo. You know what I'm saying? No other blogger has done it yet, so I might as well do it. We'll see who's going to put me in the position to do it. I know there's a lot of people out there who see the energy that Tupac created. You know what I'm talking about? Real shit. The spark and all that Pac was talking about. You're watching it.
And a nigga tried to test me. I took my licking and kept on ticking.
Oh, tried to test you.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? Even the best of us get tagged once in a while. You know what I mean? So I, wasn't about nothing, man. You know what I mean? God had me.
Then you woke up the next day and it's in all the news reports and shit.
Yeah, it's
like
everywhere. That. I don't even know how that happened, but it was everywhere. You know what I mean?
How it happened. Gil is a major rapper at this point. Gil was known for working with Jay-Z, and they had turned down the Rockefeller deal. Gil was known for his relationship with Lil Wayne and publicly beefing with Lil Wayne, leaving Cash Money, signing with Cash Money. Gillie was known for all of this type of shit. Gillie had the situation with Vin Rames. So honestly, him getting caught out there, it was bound to be all over the news. You know what I mean? It was bound to be all over the news. So I don't even really, but I was watching an interview. I think Gillie was on Smoke Champs, and he was taught with Young Really. Salute my guy, Young Really. And he was talking about some shit like that. Sorry, y'all. Got a little too considerate with my blunt. Yeah, he was talking about the fact that Vin Rames called him, right? And he didn't really even believe it was Vin Rames. He was like, what the hell would Vin Rames be doing calling my phone? And then one of Gil's homies was like, if it wasn't his cousin EA, I mean, I don't know who it was, one of his homies, but he was like, yo, Gil, you got like 60 million views on the internet. Like, dudes know who you are. Like, so Vin Rames actually called his phone and shit. And he called back, and Gil ended up being in a bunch of movies with Vin Rames. Actually, one of those movies with Nipsey, I believe it was one. Let's get back into it, man, because we're going to get a little theatrical with this joint, too.
But, that was the past, man. I'm still living, man. You know what I mean? So, shot me 3 times and kill me. No, just fucking around.
Shot me 3 times.
I'm still here, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've been through a lot, Gil.
I mean, I've been through everything. You feel what I'm saying? I've been locked up. You know what I mean? I got locked up with 5 motherfuckers.
Oh, God. Gil's going to bring up the infamous story where he was in the wrong place at the wrong time with allegedly 89 pounds of Reginald. 89 pounds of that Zona. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That shit that go for about $50 and oh. I'm just playing, man. Wallow always be busting Gillie's ass about that shit, man. Wallow always be busting Gillie's ass about that Reggie shit. You know what I mean? But right now, to be honest with you, the weed is stronger than ever, and Gillie smokes the best shit. I actually shot Gillie a text a few days ago, and I was like, yo, Gillie, you're coming out with your own strain soon or what? Because you know Rick Ross has his own strain. So Gillie needs to get his own strain, but that's probably in the works. You know what I mean? That's why you know what I mean? That's why he ain't said nothing about a strain, but I hope it's in the works, man. I hope it's in the works because Gillie has the podcast now. You know, literally, I think the weed would sell itself. You know, they have their podcast, man. Gillie needs to start doing the bud. He buys enough of it from the dispensary, man. He needs to just have it. Gillie and Wallow need to have their own bud. Maybe they could call it Gillie and Wallow. Yo, you got that Gillie and Wallow? Like lemon pepper. You know what I mean? Sometimes in the dispensary, they be telling me like, sometimes you'll get the lemon, but sometimes you'll get the pepper. Sometimes you'll get the Gillie, but sometimes you'll get the Wallow. So the Gillie and Wallow need to figure out which one's going to be the sativa and which one's going to be the indica because it could be a hybrid. You know what I mean? It could actually be a hybrid. But let's get back into this because this is where all the theatrical music starts to come into play.
We all stood tall like City Hall. You feel what I'm saying? What's the percentages of that? You get locked up with 5.
I'm not really a percentages guy, Gil.
5 other motherfuckers. 10 times out of 10, somebody snitching.
Is that the accurate percentage?
Not in my case. Make sure you surround yourself around the right people, nigga. Really, I don't hustle. I ain't never sold drugs in my life. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
Did shit like this, like the shooting and the gun and the drug bust, did that you feel like that stunted your career?
It's made me stronger. You know what I mean? It just made me smarter. It made me wiser. It made me realize, you know what I'm saying? That damn, I'm slipping out this motherfucker, man. Yeah.
I'm slipping. Brother, I'm slipping.
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really slipping out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga really ready to lose his family. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga ready.
Yo, guys. Oh, damn it. I just lost the spot of the interview. Hold on one second.
That time you actually got.
I lost the spot of the interview. Sorry about that, you guys. But yo, how intense is this shit, you guys? What other interviewer gets to this level of intensity with their guests? Gillie is on here spitting some of the realest shit that I don't think we could ever hear him say anywhere else. Intention, yo, appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Ink, Tension Tattoos, salute to you, bro. He said Gillie is definitely the sativa. Let me try to get back to this, you guys.
I mean, I was in the hood with a Puerto Rican knot. You know what a Puerto Rican knot is?
If you're just tapping in, I definitely need to get me a Puerto Rican knot.
I was somewhere I ain't need to be. Well, really, I can't say I ain't need to be, but I was in a hood that wasn't mine. You know, I was dripping, you know, because I'm always dripping. I had a Puerto Rican knot on me. You don't know what that is? That's a motherfucking stack about this big of money.
As I said, I needs me one of those.
Well, you can't even fold it. I don't know. I know you from Miami, Florida, and all that. I don't know what they call it out here, but here.
Whoa, Gillie. Let's get this right. First of all, I did travel from Miami to Philly to interview Gillie. Yeah, Gillie knows that. Gillie knows that. He was like, he kind of respected that. You know, the fact that I made such a big deal about interviewing him. He respected the hell out of that, to be honest with you guys. But Gil knows now, of course, in one of our more recent interviews, he said that, you know, you're from Connecticut, your second home is Miami, but I know your third home is Philly. And that's coming from the king, you know, telling me that my third home is Philly. So anybody else got anything to say, you can just never mind that. I got it from the king that Philly's my third home. So anybody want to say anything else about it, check it out the door, y'all, or check it in whatever state you're in, check it in whatever city you're in, because the king just gave me the endorsement.
We call it a Rican knot.
Oh, the Rican knot.
I had a goddamn Juan Rodriguez knot on me, you hear me? And a nigga tried to test me.
Oh, he tried to test you, Gil? Like, when you say he tried to test you, like, what do you mean? Was he trying to take you a Rican nut?
You know, I took my licking and kept on ticking. It is what it is, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Even the best of us.
Oh, I like that, man. He took his licking and he kept on ticking. I'm going to take that same advice. You got to take your licking and you got to keep on ticking.
The best of us get tagged once in a while. You know what I mean?
The best of us get tagged once in a while. Man, I feel like Gillie is talking to me right now, you guys.
So I, you know, wasn't about nothing, man. You know what I mean? God had me.
Then you woke up the next day and it's in all the news reports and shit.
Yeah, it's
like
everywhere. I don't even know how that happened, but it was everywhere. You know what I mean? But, you know, that was the past, man. I'm still living, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, shot me 3 times and kill me. No, just fucking around. I'm still here, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've been through a lot, Gil.
Man, I've been through everything. You feel what I'm saying? I've been locked up. You know what I mean? I got locked up with 5 motherfuckers.
Damn, that's a lot of dudes to get locked up with. Let me think. Have I ever got locked up with 5 people? Let me think. No, whenever I get locked up, I'm seemingly the only one getting locked up.
Y'all stood tall like City Hall. You feel what I'm saying? What's the percentages of that?
Gil, I'm not really a percentages guy, man. Like, with the percentages.
You get locked up with 5 other motherfuckers. 10 times out of 10, somebody snitching.
Is this division? Is this division or is it multiplication, Gil?
Not in my case. Make sure you surround yourself around the right people, nigga. Really, I don't hustle. I ain't never sold drugs in my life. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
While we're talking about that, I just want to get on the platform and plead the same. I'm going to take the same stance with Gillie on that. Everything Gillie just said, I'm right there with him. Thank you, Gillie.
Did shit like this, like the shooting and the gun and the drug bust, did that, you feel like that stunted your career?
It's me.
So I wanted to find out, like, you know, like him getting involved in these street situations. Is that what, you know, kind of pulled the rug out from under him? You know, the fact that he couldn't keep his nose out of the street, the fact that he was running around with the money that he got from the label, the Puerto Rican knot, you know what I mean, that came from, you know, his music deal, you know, rather than being in the studio, rather than forming his record label back then. I wondered, is this kind of what played a factor in him not going, you know, certain levels in his career that a lot, not only him expected, but a lot of people like me expected, you know, to see Gillie go to the whole next level. You know what I'm saying? Money Marv Multimedia is in the building. Okay, so we got it right here. Gillie is the sativa and Wallow is the indica. And I think it's called Gillie and Wallow. I think they need to hit up Burner, and that could be a whole strand. Iceberg said, he shot me 3 times, couldn't kill me. In the Tupac enemy voice, I can't breathe. Let's get back into it, you guys. Also, vote in the poll, because you guys hear that music in the background. Gillie's getting a little bit intense. I want to know, I want you guys to vote in the poll. Do you guys think I was scared by Gillie? Do y'all think Gillie had me shook? Do you think he had me shaking in my boots? Vote in the poll right now.
Me stronger. You know what I mean? It just made me smarter, it made me wiser, it made me realize, you know what I'm saying? That damn, I'm slipping out this motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really slipping out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm nigga really ready to lose his family. You feel what I'm saying?
Damn, guys. I'm really slipping out here, man. You know, I'm doing my blogging thing. You know, I'm going live. I'm doing my interviews. You know, but I'm slipping. You know what I mean? It's like I just can't get it together. I just can't pull it all together and make it work. You know what
lose everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality. I don't never sit here in front like, no, nigga, I'm ready to lose everything. You feel what I'm saying? Everything that a nigga worked hard for, man. You know what I'm saying? But that was God just showing me, you know what I mean? Listen, you can have all this shit here today, and we got. Let me pull that rug from.
That's where that's the first time you heard the right there. That's the first time you guys heard it, man. I love Gillie for this shit, man. He runs the media right now, man. Major love to Gillie.
Up under you, cause you're feeling yourself. You feeling, they gonna take these 3 cars from you. You feel me? They gonna take your house. So you gonna come home, you ain't gonna have a house. You ain't had nothing to drive. This was God way of showing me you got to get your.
Whoa, I just lost track. Whoa, what happened? I woke up at my house in the morning. There's nothing to drive. Hold on. I wake up there's nothing to drive. Do I still have the keys? What? So I have the keys, but there's nothing to drive. I'm just trying to figure this out. So I got no way to. Do I still got my phone so I can use Uber?
Hang together. You out here slipping. You feel me? You out here, you nigga, you. Let me pull that from you. You feel me? Even with me, even with my faith. You feel what I'm saying? Even though I grow up, yeah, I was reckless. We can't lie out, nigga. I'm one of the most reckless niggas that you'll ever meet, especially when I was young. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, you see.
I snuck into a lot of Chinese buffets, man. I was reckless.
My whole family, they guard from head to toe. You feel me? I'm really the only one. You see, my poppy gonna have a stillborn, he gonna be. So, my people's always on me about, yeah, you do what you do, but make sure you stay in tune with God. I was out of tune with God, for real. I was just too reckless.
Let me bring that back, you guys. That's crazy, man.
What's the percentages of that?
I'm sorry I was joking around, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Sorry I was joking around. This is a very serious interview.
You get locked up with 5 other motherfuckers. 10 times out of 10, somebody's snitching. Not in my case. Make sure you surround yourself around the right people, nigga. Really, I don't hustle. I ain't never sold drugs in my life. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Why did he do that laugh right there?
Did shit like this, like the shooting and the gun and the drug bust, did that, you feel like that stunted your career?
It's made me stronger. You know what I mean? It just made me smarter. It made me wiser. It made me realize, you know what I'm saying? That damn, I'm slipping out this motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really slipping out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm nigga really ready to lose his family. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga ready to lose everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality. I don't never sit here in front like, no, nigga, I'm ready to lose everything. You feel what I'm saying? Everything that a nigga worked hard for, man. You know what I'm saying? But that was God just showing me, you know what I mean? Listen, you can have all this shit here today, and we got. Let me pull that rug from up under you, cause you're feeling yourself. You feeling, they gonna take these 3 cars from you. You feel me? They gonna take your house. So you gonna come home, you ain't gonna have a house.
Hold on. So I don't have a house. So I don't have a house or a car. I messed that whole thing up earlier.
Drive. This was God way of showing me you got to get your game together. You out here slipping. You feel me? You out here, you nigga, you. Let me pull that from you. You feel me? Even with me, even with my faith. You feel what I'm saying? Even though I grow up, yeah, I was reckless. We can't lie out, nigga. I'm one of the most reckless niggas that you'll ever meet, especially when I was young. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, you see my whole family, they guard from head to toe. You feel me? I'm really the only one.
Yeah, me too. That's some real shit. Like when I was younger, I was just kind of reckless, like I had mentioned, sneaking into those Chinese buffets. But also, it was just other shit. Back when I was younger, I was just so quick to do things. Like I really didn't know any better. You know what I mean? A lot of people tell me that now. Like I have friends hit me up and was like, man, you was like they say hyper, you know what I mean? But like just so quick to do everything. If somebody dared me to do something, I would always do it back in the day and shit. So I kind of get what I kind of, not, it's more than get, I relate with what he's saying right there.
You see, my poppy gonna have a stillborn, he gonna be, so my people's always on me about, yeah, you do what you do, but make sure you stay in tune with God. I was out of tune with God, for real. I was just too reckless.
Crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed that interview with Gillie. If you didn't get to see the drop, here go the drop one more time.
All right, so Gillie, what's good, man? How you been?
Man, you already know, man. Fucking with my homie, Mikey T, movie star, man. You know what I'm saying? Get the most raw, uncut shit out right now. You know what I mean? This shit from goddamn Bolivia or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? One snort of this shit, nigga, bust your head wide open. You hear me? You be connected, nigga. You be hooked for life, nigga. You better get down with the plug, Mikey T, nigga. The movie star. Right.
You heard Gil. Guys, y'all heard Gil. I'm the plug. Y'all heard Gil. I am the plug, y'all. So let's move on to our next topic. I want to speak on Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy, y'all. Because Kodak Black had posted a message signed to Atlantic Records. And I don't know if this was related to NBA Youngboy, but a few weeks back, NBA Youngboy had, pretty much gone off on Atlantic Records, saying that they were blackballing, not blackmailing, blackballing him, which I too much didn't understand. A lot of people have been reading into that as though NBA Youngboy is, going at Atlantic. Maybe artists shouldn't sign to Atlantic, but from what I've heard, Atlantic has a really strong label, y'all. They really know how to build artists compared to other labels that really don't have much going on for them. We've seen Atlantic release they actually took MMG after they left Warner. You know what I'm saying? Kodak Black has actually released all of his albums on Atlantic Records. So I don't know if this really directly relates to NBA Youngboy, but dudes on Boxton were going off on this situation, man. They were going off on this situation because they were pretty much saying that Kodak needs the industry's help to do numbers, and Youngboy actually has a following. You know what I mean? They're basically saying that Kodak Black is trying to stick with the label because he needs their help for promotion and shit like that, which I'm not sure if that's true. You know what I mean? But it's clearly evident that NBA Youngboy could move a certain amount of units with or without the help of a major label, you know? Now, in relation to the sales, NBA Youngboy has moved more units in the past than Kodak Black. So Little Durk, you guys, was actually the only artist featured on Kodak Black's new album. The new album, Little Durk, is actually featured on a record. If you guys haven't heard it, the record with Little Durk and Kodak Black is called Take You Back. So if you guys haven't heard it, go take a listen. I'm sure NBA Youngboy is going to take issue with the fact that Kodak Black recorded with Little Durk. I mean, look what he did to Gucci Mane. He flat out dissed Gucci Mane. So the fact that Kodak Black featured Little Durk on every on the excuse me, you guys, I gotta block somebody real quick. I don't like when all the spam comment comes in. Sorry about that. So the fact that Lil Durk was the only artist featured on Back for Everything, that kind of says something. You know what I mean? NBA Youngboy is going to read into that quite fine because we saw what NBA Youngboy did on his last album, Colors. He actually only featured Quando Rondo. So he's going to know that only one feature. That shit kind of means something. Little Durk actually got onto the right side of the feature. But Kodak actually just did an interview with Gilly the Kid, right? And they asked him, Gillie and Wallow asked Kodak like who his favorite artists were, what his favorite track on the album was with a feature. And Kodak said, I don't got any features. Durk is on there for the feature, the only feature. Kodak said he doesn't have any feature, but Durk is on there for the feature. So Gillie and Wallow asked Kodak his top 5, and he said, I'm not going to lie, Youngboy and Durk, because it's like we, them 3 young boys. Me and Youngboy, we young, and Durk. But whatever, how it ain't no crazy shit. Both them make good music, and I listen to them regardless of what you call it. Kodak Black saying he listens to both NBA Youngboy and Lil Durk regardless of the issues that they have with one another. George says Kodak has done work with Durk before, Benihana, so why can't he make songs now? Yeah, you know what I mean? They obviously have a pre-existing relationship. They are both at the height of their career right now. And I'm saying that because NBA Youngboy is more than likely going to make an issue of it. I mean, he called out Gucci Man on his album. You know what I mean? He literally called out Gucci Man by name, called out Little Baby's label, and he called out freaking Lil Boosie. He told Lil Boosie not to hit his phone. I mean, you guys are from the same city. How you going to play Boosie like that, man? George says, not every label is going to have every artist happy. Yeah. And Atlantic has a lot of artists, man. You know what I'm saying? So to have NBA Youngboy, to have Kodak, you know what I mean? They're giving, I don't see what NBA Youngboy's gripe is. They're giving him a very steady release schedule. Yep, sorry about that. I just had to respond to somebody. Some dudes weren't really around in 2009, 2010 and shit like that when I was around killing the internet. You know what I mean? I've been doing this shit since 2009. I've been doing this shit since 2010, 2011. I've been destroying the internet ever since then. Y'all can look it up. I ran World Star Hip Hop. My videos were on there. Crazy. I had my videos on every single hip hop website. Every website, man. But so let me see. So yeah, Kodak Black is not going to take any issue with either of these guys. Now, the whole thing with signed to Atlantic Records, we're gonna have to play it by ear, you guys. We're gonna have to play it by ear because I don't think Kodak Black, I don't think he's gonna escape from this unscathed. I think NBA Youngboy is gonna go at him when the time is right. You know what I mean? And what is it for? It's for the streams. You know what I mean? It's for the streams. It's for his fan base that want to go crazy over that diss record. You know what I mean? 700,000-800,000 people probably. He's just growing his fan base, man. NBA Youngboy is smart. I wonder how long it'll take him to go independent if that's what he really wants to do. But like I said, I don't understand that because Atlantic Records seems to be giving him a safe stream of album releases. He put out an album in September. He put out another one in January. So it really doesn't make any sense why he's saying they're blackballing him. That makes absolutely no sense to me, man. If you get the opportunity to release an album, 2 albums within a 6-month time span, and you actually sell units, I wouldn't think you would have anything to be upset about. Let me see. Let me just go check this out real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. NBA Youngboy, and let's check his album release history. Um, for this topic, you know what I mean? Just so we can dig a little bit deeper here, because I was researching it earlier, and all of Kodak's albums, even his first, was actually released with Atlantic. Until Def Call My Name was released on Atlantic. So all of, yeah, and they don't list Colors as an album here. And so I got a feeling that they let him do his thing with Colors, on his Never Broke Again label, because it really didn't have the same amount of sales. Sincerely Control did 137,000 units first week. Let me see. Top 2020. Let me see what the sales were on this one first week. Let me break up. 126,000. So his 2020 album was 126,000, and his debut album actually sold 43,000 copies first week. See, he had a massive increase in sales after his debut album, and his debut album actually sold almost 20,000 more copies than Lil Durk's debut album. But timing, I mean, his debut album was released in 2018. Lil Durk, his first album was actually released in 2015, selling 27,000 units. He got his chance a little bit quicker than NBA Youngboy, but also he was a little bit more fresh than NBA Youngboy because he got his opportunity kind of quick. You know what I mean? He got his opportunity a little bit quicker than maybe he should have, based on all of the, popularity of what was going on in Chicago, and Def Jam raced to sign up all those projects. And the first 2 albums were released with Def Jam. Then in 2018, Lil Durk got his deal with Alamo and Interscope, and he released Signed to the Streets 3, and it sold 26,000 copies. That's his third album. Love Songs for the Streets, also on Alamo and Interscope. Let me see. 44,000 copies. Now we're 4 albums in. The 5th album, 2020. The 5th album actually sold 57,000 copies, Just Cause Y'all Waited 2. And then The Voice actually sold, I should know this one off top. I want to say it was, wow. The album actually sold 87,000 units the week the deluxe was released. Wow. Yep. That's dope. Durk's album The Voice had some different record sales, you guys. Red Hook, Brooklyn, major salute. Appreciate my guy Ethan for tapping in. But yo, I'm gonna open it up for some questions, man. But let me check this label. Wow, he moved over to Geffen. Lil Durk moved over to Geffen, just like the game. That's crazy. That is crazy. Todd, I haven't actually read into that yet, bro. So I don't really have an answer on that. But I'm going to open it up, man. Let's do some open questions. If anybody wants to ask me anything, this is your chance, y'all. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in to the live podcast tonight, man. Couple dope topics. I really enjoyed the Gillie watch along as well. For everybody that might have missed the interview, if you guys missed the interview earlier, that's no biggie, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in now. Appreciate everybody for subscribing to the channel as well. You know what I'm saying? If you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man, and hit that notification bell. see. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, I was actually listening to a whole lot of Durk music today, man. You know, the one difference with Little Durk and NBA Youngboy is I want to say it's the ability to understand them. You know what I mean? You know, it's like and that's got to be uh the way that they master the music. You know what I mean? The way that the music is getting mastered is a very important factor, y'all. So if dudes are doing it themselves on an independent tip, they better make sure that they have the engineer with them that they want, because when French Montana first signed to when French Montana first signed to Interscope, you could just tell the drastic change in his voice when it, because of the people that he was working with, obviously. So let me see. Open questions. If anybody has any questions before the end of the show tonight, I'm taking all open questions right now. And make sure you hit that like button, Finch Bar. Appreciate you for tapping in. I seen you pop in a little bit ago. Um, yeah, open questions if anybody wants to send them in right now. If you all have had any questions you've ever want to ask me, or if there's anything about the topics that you want to speak on tonight, man. George McCarthy, record sales don't mean much to me. A lot of artists slept on, like We Don't Talk, Pusha T, and guys like Drag On. Hey, bro, you know, a lot of artists are slept on to the point where their music doesn't get out to the mass audience, you know, to the point where back in the day, the labels would undership, you know, for artists that they thought wouldn't generate the sales. You know what I mean? So that made their albums less available in certain markets. You know what I mean? There's a lot of material that we weren't able to get back in the day, which, you know, undoubtedly, you know, took away, it chipped at, you know, what these dudes were doing in order to become, you know, the biggest rappers of all time. You know, the fact that they couldn't get, you know, the attention or get in front of the audience. And shit, you know what I mean? You should move record labels if that's the case. You know what I mean? We've heard situations where labels have dumped albums. You know what I mean? We've heard situations where labels have paid rappers or artists not to put out albums. It's like, man, if you don't get that album out, like nobody's going to be able to hear your art, and you're not going to have a chance to move on to the next level. Um, Mikey T, Mikey T, when is Durk? Excuse me. When are they going to free BG? When are they going to free BG? Well, man, you know, I'm pretty sure that BG's compassionate release was just denied, right? BG has been locked up for quite some time. You know, I know he got locked up literally a few months or not too long after I did an interview with him, you know. So I really was blessed to get an opportunity to be in the studio and vibe in the studio and watch BG actually record and write music. Like I actually sat there and watched BG, you know, write his music with a Sharpie, you know, a black Sharpie. And you know, he didn't write it in the lines. He just wrote it all over like 5 lines. You know what I mean? Like 3 lines or whatever. And then he took that pad into the studio with him right before handing me a blunt, a big ass blunt that I'll never forget. He blessed me and did an interview with me though. God damn, man. I really appreciate that guy and I want to see him come home. I've been waiting for him to come home for a few years, you know, and salute to my brother Hot Boy Turk, because he holds it down. You know what I mean? He really does. You know, even when he's in front of major individuals like LeBron James. You know what I mean? It's not like Turk just says it when he's only talking to his audience. When he has the attention of other audiences, he is still bringing up BG, and you got to respect that, because normally celebrities, artists, actors, writers, they would only be talking about their own projects, man. So for him to take, he's there doing the Hot Boys reunion, but he still wanted to put on for BG. Like, that shit's commendable as hell, respectable as hell, in my book, at least. You know what I mean? In my book. So I'm asking everybody, if you have any questions, send your questions in tonight. Oh, Louis Peasy, don't you think that's like more of like a topic for a night? You think that's really an open question, Peas? Don't you think that's more of like a headline topic? You know what I mean, Peasy? Do you really want to waste that question right there on a 30-second response, a 20-second response, a one-word response? Isn't that topic right there worthy of something a little bit more? I think the people would enjoy that conversation a little bit more than me just answering it right now. But y'all, I'm going to end the poll. It looks like 61% of people said that Mikey T was scared of Gilly the Kid. And it looks like 39% said I wasn't scared. I'm going to leave the poll up for another 2 minutes, you guys. Also, let me see. Damn, why is that not there? Just give me 1 second, y'all. Because also, I want to let you guys know, if you just want to watch the full interview without my commentary, I'm putting that in the bio right now, you guys. Yep, I'm going to put it in the bio. So if anybody just wants to, if you don't want to hear all the commentary, I respect it. Some people are like, yo, Mikey T, I love the commentary, probably. Some people are like, yo, I just want to watch the interview. You got to really appease both. You know what I mean? Todd Armstrong asks, everybody send in your questions, man. Whoa. Yep, he got 14 years back in 2012. So it's been 10 years. What did he get locked up for? He was actually traveling in a whip, and there were some weapons in it, and they got pulled over. Louis Peasy said, that's a video with 1 million views. Send me a DM, Peasy. We'll chop it up how you think we should headline it and all that if we're going to do it. Todd says, Mikey T, are you going to link back up with Scott Storch? Well, bro, it was odd, really, because one of Scott Storch's friends said, yo, when he met me at the studio, I believe I met him with my guy Lunch Money. One of Scott Storch's friends was like, yo, Mikey T, Scott Storch is going to love you. Scott Storch is going to love you and shit like that. And then it was really odd because when I met Scott, we became good friends. You know what I mean? Almost to a certain extent where I replaced one of his other friends. It was kind of odd. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to get into the full story of my relationship with Scott Storch tonight. You know what I mean? But you asked, am I going to link back up with Scott Storch? Scott actually just had another child. You know what I mean? He's out there in California, I believe, unless he's back in Miami now. You know what I mean? That's actually what gave us such an opportunity to link up. The fact that we were so close in Miami. Hollywood, actually, he lived literally 2 minutes away from me. Where, excuse me, the studio that he worked at was literally 2 minutes away from me. And then the crib that he lived at was like 15 minutes away from me. Yeah, Scott is a Philly dude at heart, George. He explained that to me a number of times, man. Everybody send in your last questions. If anybody has any last questions, send them in. Yeah, Peasy, I only got one opportunity to actually interview N.O.R.E, bro. It was when he was getting a haircut. You know what I mean? It was when he was getting a haircut. So he was sat down, he couldn't move. And everybody is annoyed as hell when they get a haircut as well. It's like, damn, when is this going to be over? I wish I could be doing something a little bit more productive while getting my haircut. So I guess it was the perfect time to get an interview with N.O.R.E. But every other time I try to get an interview with N.O.R.E, like I met him over outside of Dream at the burger spot. Capone had told me what that spot was in our interview. I met him over there. N.O.R.E's like, yo, Mikey, what's good? We're drinking 40s. So we were literally, N.O.R.E ordered some 40s and they were pouring them in cups and we were drinking 40s. So we were drinking 40s, right? And so then I'm in the studio. Like, this is the same situation. I'm in the studio with Benzino and BG, right? Benzino linked me up for the interview with BG. I'm in the studio with N.O.R.E, Benzino, Stevie J. And I'm like, N.O.R.E, what's good, bro? You know what I mean? I cut our interview short when he was doing it in the barber chair because he's getting a haircut, you know. So I kept it at like 10 minutes. So then I see him in the studio. I'm like, yo, N.O.R.E, we're about to do this interview. He's like, yo, Mikey, we got a big bag of gas. Here, roll up, man. Roll up. Here, take something out of the bag and roll up. So that's literally how it was all the time in the studio with those guys. Like, they would always have a bag of weed there and you would just be able to take some out. It was a really friendly environment. So N.O.R.E got me again there. And then most recently, I seen N.O.R.E in New York. My bro, Joe Young, actually had a video shoot with Method Man. Yeah, my bro, Joe Young, he be working hard. So he did a video with Method Man and N.O.R.E. So I'm like, all right, this is dope, man. I got the official invite out. It was a lit scene. I was talking with N.O.R.E. I was like, yo, N.O.R.E, what's good, man? Can we get this little, this little drop joint? Because I'm here tonight and shit. And then N.O.R.E's like, yo, Mikey, I got this raw paper rolled up, bro. You got to hit this shit. So then I was hitting the shit. And then N.O.R.E got on my ass. He's like, where'd the weed go? It was funny as hell, man. But I got a whole lot of love for N.O.R.E, man. I really got a whole lot of love for N.O.R.E, man. I wish he would have let me host Smoke Champs. You know what I mean? I wish N.O.R.E would have let me host Smoke Champs. And I really feel like I could have given that show a really dope direction. But who knows, man? Who knows what the future holds? Tiz Dollar in the building. Major salute, my brother. We are I'm taking last questions. If anybody wants to get any last questions in for the podcast tonight. Louis Peasy says, I remember that. He was holding a microphone. Yup. N.O.R.E was holding a microphone. That was actually right when I was about to, solidify my relationship with Hip Hop Weekly. You know what I mean? Dave Maves had given me the microphone with the joint that said Hip Hop Weekly on it. And I don't think the Hip Hop Weekly was on it though, right, Peasy? Because I didn't put it on because I didn't do any deal with them. You know what I mean? We didn't get any deal situated. You know what I mean? I'm independent. You know what I mean? I'm not just gonna up and throw everybody's shit on my shit. Like, I learned my lesson with that when I had the people that said they did Cocaine City, they said that they wanted to do my DVD back in the day. And then they were just using my shit for their DVD or something like that. And it's like, yo, man, nah, that's not what this is. I ain't doing nothing like that until I sign the proper deal, man. And I ain't signing no fugazi ass deal either. I might as well just stay independent. You know what I mean? I get more money than apparently any label wants to give me right now. So I might as well stay independent. I said this before, like, I feel like Max B right now after he stopped messing with Dipset and Bird Gang. You know what I mean? I'm getting all types of love right now. Like, I feel like I'm an independent rapper right now, man. On the real. When that big major label comes, baby, we'll be ready. And you want to know what? We're going to knock it out the park every single time, man. But yeah, last question, y'all. If anybody has any questions, I saw a good one right here from Todd. Todd says, how was it like being around all that money and the lifestyle that people would die for? How was it being around that lifestyle? Being around that lifestyle, man, it was like almost like some everyday shit for me back then. You know what I mean? I was really falling in love with that lifestyle. I brought my brother out to Miami at one point. and he had said it was kind of like paradise. You know what I mean? He had said the way that we were living was kind of like paradise and shit like that out there in Miami. It was warm all the time, palm trees, you know what I mean? But in living that type of lifestyle where you're meeting all types of artists, you know what I mean? You're getting all types of footage with artists like Scott was in the studio with Keisha Cole, Scott was in the studio with Pusha T. Scott introduced me to Stitches before Stitches blew up. He introduced me to Waka Flocka. He brought me out to Waka's show when they were doing a little EDM. Scott was like, I think Scott was opening for Waka Flocka on a show, something along those lines, or he was DJing for Waka Flocka. All types of shit like that, man. Walking into nightclubs in the back door, going up to the DJ booth and actually getting records played. I remember I had met one of Rick Ross's DJs, DJ Bulletproof, and he was spinning at Cameo, and I was there with Scott, and I was like, yo, Scott, when we go to Cameo tonight, we got to make sure to bring the thumb drive. The thumb drive, that's what it's called, right, guys? The little thumb drive. And we got the record that Jim Jones did for Scott Storch. You know what I mean? We brought that record to Cameo and we played it that night. I had heard Gucci Man said that he did that when he was promoting his strip club records. Said he would record a song and then he would bring it to the club that very night. So that's what I did. You know what I mean? I don't know what these other bloggers are doing, trying to, push weight in front of rappers and shit like that, to make themselves look cool and shit like that. And yeah, that was a shot. That was a shot because you think you make yourself look cool trying to come off with that stupid ass image. This shit that we're doing right now, this shit is about making it out of that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? This shit is about making out of that lifestyle that my grandmother, my mom, my brothers, they don't need to be embarrassed about or scared for what I'm doing to provide. That's not what this shit is about. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make yourself look cool in front of a rapper. Shit's really played out, man. I don't play the game like that. I do this shit for real, man. Other dudes, man, I'm working at, really getting a deal. I'm not working at making some dude who has left the street. He done left the street. You know what I'm saying? He done left. And now you're trying to make him think you're cool by partaking in that shit. Okay, that sounds ass backwards to me. But yeah, if anybody has any last questions, yeah, Big Sosa, Lil Wayne is the GOAT, man. Lil Wayne is the GOAT. And I really appreciate Lil Wayne for actually giving me an interview. You know what I mean? I really do. I was actually on the set of the Pop That music video shoot back in the day. Another thing a lot of these bloggers don't do. I mean, they can stay at their house and pop pills all day. You know what I mean? Like all the rappers be staying at their crib and they be popping Molly and shit like that. But you know what happens when you be popping Molly, you're sweating? You know what happens? You wake up and then you can't get up and you can't go nowhere the next day. You know what I'm saying? And you're stuck in bed and you can't make it to the music video shoot when all your homies are out there meeting DJ Khaled and meeting Rihanna, almost bagging Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I met Rihanna. And I got an interview with Lil Wayne on the same day, man. But Lil Wayne is mad cool, man. Yeah, just go type it in, Mikey T, the movie star, Lil Wayne, and the interview will pop right up. I really appreciate Lil Wayne for giving me the time of day, of course. I mean, if anybody wants to know what happened after that interview, you're going to have to send in a super chat. If you want to know what happened after the Lil Wayne interview, that might have been a little bit uncomfortable for me. Might have been a little bit uncomfortable, you guys. I really hope everybody enjoyed the Gillie watch along. Don't worry, Iceberg. The next watch along we're going to do is Uncasa. I know you've been wanting to see that one. And the people love hearing about Max B. Rest in peace, Stack Bundles, but also Cam, Dipset. I also got Uncasa's story in full. You know what I mean? I blessing Uncasa for actually giving that to me, man. But I'm not really focused on other bloggers like that. And I think y'all pretty much know that. Like, I come on here consistently with interviews, with news content, and I'm not really dwelling on anything from the past, y'all. And I'm not really letting my focus get on anything that can distract me. I'm really focused on the current shit that's going on. I'm really focused on the past projects that I've done and the upcoming projects that I'm going to do. I'm really focused on putting a dent in this industry so they remember who I am forever. That's what I'm trying to do, you guys. And I'm not trying to get 15 minutes of fame that is forgotten. I'm trying to get a considerable amount of recognition so I'll always be remembered. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's dope. Mikey T and Lil Wayne. It was a dope situation. I ain't gonna lie. It was a dope situation. Even doper actually getting to stand with my brother Chinks that day. Me and Chinks were there vibing out at the Pop That Video shoot. You know, we were both vying for the affection of Riri. I think Rihanna was checking me out. Of course, Chinks thought Rihanna was checking him out. You know what I mean? Of course. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Chinks thought Rihanna was checking him out, but I thought Rihanna was checking me out actually, just to be 100% honest with you guys. You know, because I'm the one who actually got to. Chinks must have talked to Rihanna earlier, but I'm the one who got to holler at Rihanna for a second and let her know. You know what I mean? I got to holler at Rihanna and be like, "Yo, Riri, Riri, come smoke with us. Come smoke with us, Riri." Hold on. How are 7 people going to log out on me when I'm telling y'all about the fact that I hollered at Rihanna? No other blogger has ever hollered at Rihanna. I don't care what these bum ass bloggers are doing in their basement. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what these bloggers are spending their money on. This is our opportunity, man. Shoot your shot. When I ran into Rihanna, I was trying to make her remember me like Leonardo DiCaprio. Rihanna turned around. She responded to me. All y'all bloggers are just worried about getting a response from a gangster rapper. I ain't worried about Whack 100 responding to me. I'm worried about Rihanna saying, "What up? What's good? Come smoke with us, Riri." But you know what it was? It was the blue dream. It was the blue dream. I had the blue dream that day. Nah. Todd, I did not spill any champagne on Drake's shirt. I unfortunately caused Drake to spill a mixed drink on himself. Drake was making the grand entrance into the video. Oh, I'm not even gonna get into it, man. Iceberg, you said you're trying to get J-Lo to respond to you? Yeah, you would one-up me if you got J-Lo to respond to you, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie. I got Rihanna to respond to me. It wasn't nobody else. It wasn't nobody else that night, you guys. Nobody. Well, from my crew at least. Because Rihanna walked past us. My boy, we saw Rihanna sitting in the Escalade. I believe they were French's Escalades and shit like that. So my boy Dice actually goes, "Yo, that's Rihanna." And I'm like, "What?" So because I seen a beautiful girl sitting in a car, you know what I mean? Black hair, shiny, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful black dress, something like that. So anyways, then I double took. And I'm like, "Damn." And then so I had the camera around my neck too. And one of the security guards was like, "Yo, don't even think about filming." Because he thought I was on some groupie ass photographer shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, chill out. I just done filmed the interview with Lil Wayne. What are you talking about? I ain't on no groupie shit, bro. I interviewed rappers. You think I'm gonna go over to Rihanna? Yo, Rihanna, how did you get into the music industry? Da, 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 da. I'm not gonna do that off the rip, man. I'm more respectful than that. You think I like, but that's why that was like one of the I don't think it was Max either. I don't think it was Max, because I'd be seeing Max all the time out at the clubs back then and shit. But you know, he was just like, you know, that was Rihanna's security. If he don't say something like that, he's probably fired. You know what I mean? Nonetheless, a few minutes later, we're all sitting by my car and shit, right? We're all sitting by my car and shit. We have a bottle of Hennessy and we got like an ounce of Blue Dream. And I really messed up because I should have bought the ounce of OG Kush. Because you know what I'm saying? If you blowing some OG Kush, which is what my guy had, we had the best OG Kush back in Florida and shit, Rihanna would have turned back, you guys. So we're smoking. Rihanna walks by. Now, mind you, the dude just said the shit about I'll rip the camera out your hands and shit like that. We weren't phased. You know what I'm saying? We weren't phased. We was keeping it gangster. You know what I mean? So I think Rihanna took notice of that. And my boy was like the young MMG dude back then and shit like that. So we was all cooling up, posting up by the car. We was waiting to go holla at Ross, right? So get this. So Rihanna walks by us. Now that should tell anybody a level of comfort right there, you guys. If it goes from, yo, don't film her, to Rihanna's walking right by you in the next few minutes, that should tell you something right there. So Rihanna's walking by. I'm telling you, I'm not like these other bloggers, y'all. I'm not like these other bloggers. I'm going to put us in the chat, man, right now. Hold on. I'm not like these other bloggers, y'all. I don't know what these other bloggers be doing in their spare time. I don't know if they're married or something. I don't even give a damn if I'm married. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, come on, man. Like, but real. I don't know what these other bloggers are doing, man. I don't know if they're not going to the right functions or something like that. I don't know if they're stuck in their own area. Because believe me, I'm stuck too. But when you get an opportunity, you do whatever the hell you can do to get there. But I'm going to put it up in the chat right now. All right, you guys, I put the post up in the chat. Yeah, man. J-Lo and Beyonce versus. I want to see it. Oh, damn it, man. ASAP is going to be on my ass over this. Yo, my bad, ASAP, man. My bad, ASAP. I got a lot of love for you, bro. You know what I mean? I got a lot of love for the crew you put together, you know, the way you came into the industry. Hell, I got a lot of respect for the bond that you and Riri have made. You and Rihanna, excuse me. But I just got to let the world know that no other blogger has actually tried to holler at Rihanna. I'm being real. I might make a whole blog about this. And I just put it up in the chat, you guys. I just put it up. I want to know, was Rihanna feeling Mikey T, the movie star? Your response is yes, no, she wanted Leonardo DiCaprio. Those are your three suggestions. But let me finish the story. So we're there smoking, right? And Rihanna walks by. You know, we let it go. That's Rihanna. You know what I mean? We figure she's there with Drake, whatever. You know what I mean? I didn't figure I'm going to see her again. You know what I mean? That'd be happening. So Rihanna walks by, though. She's on the grass walking by. We're pulled in on like the gravel because we pulled in sitting on my car. She's walking on the grass. There was two SUVs parked right here. So she's walking on the grass. And she walked past us, and I'm like, hey, Riri, come smoke with us. So Rihanna turns back. Bro, and I shit you not, I had Rihanna tripping. Rihanna was tripping over your boy Mikey T, the movie star. Rihanna turned back. She tripped. She turned back. She tripped. She caught herself. Oh my God. She caught herself, you guys. She screamed back, I can't. I'm on the low. I'm on the low. Yo, so you can vote in that chat right now. Was Rihanna feeling Mikey T? Yes. No. She wanted Leonardo DiCaprio. But you heard what she said, you guys. She said, no, I can't. I'm on the low. I'm on the low. She was on the low. So that means she couldn't really come holler at your boy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be honest. Nicki Minaj called Riff Raff a cutie. Why wouldn't Rihanna be feeling Mikey T the movie? All right, so yes, 25%. No, 38%. And she wanted Leonardo DiCaprio, 38%. All right, so with that new revelation, though, Iceberg, if she said she was on the low, bro, Iceberg, if she said she was on the low, what does that mean? Someone be real with me here. Someone be real with me here. All right, so right after that, though, so we're smoking, we're drinking some Henny and shit, and then my Dice notices Rick Ross. So we went over, we hollered at Rick Ross, asked Ross if he wanted some Hennessy. Ross didn't want no Hennessy. Anyways, so we're talking hollering, and who pops out, you guys? When we're talking to Ross, who pops out? I want to know. Do you guys know who popped out of the tour bus? So we got 2 Escalades with Rihanna in them, right? Who popped out of the tour bus while we were talking to Rick Ross? I want to know in the chat who knows. It was Drake. Drake popped out of the tour bus. Drake popped out of the tour bus. He was coming over there like he was dancing over to Ross. He shakes hand with Ross, but then he does one of the most honorable things. Drake came over to each one of us and shook all of our hands and said, "What's up, gentlemen? What's up, gentlemen?" I was like, "Drake, what's good? Mikey T, the movie star." Yeah, so he came over and actually introduced himself to every single one of us, you guys. What an amazing day, man. What an amazing day. Khaled popped over afterwards. We were, like I said, we was over by the pool. We had the MMG section and we had the Coke Boy section, and then we had Rihanna on the opposite side of the pool. So George, why does that mean she can't come over and smoke with me if she is on the low? On the low. I'm gonna make a song. It's gonna be called On the Low. On the Low. There's some things that you should have known. I couldn't get Rihanna, she was on the low. Iceberg, you should have timed out that comment from her. I don't like that type of shit. We don't need that negative energy in the chat. But yeah, you guys, what a live video tonight, man. Dope watch along, dope topics. Kodak Black says sign to Atlantic. NBA Youngboy says don't sign to Atlantic. I'm Mikey T, the movie star. I would sign with Atlantic. You know what I mean? Atlantic actually did a deal with Adam 22 and No Jumper. You know what I mean? Atlantic, like they're a bright label. You know what I mean? To actually do a deal with somebody like Adam 22. I mean, look what Adam 22 has done with his whole brand. You know, they obviously saw something great in him. Now he's gone on to do it independent, man. What a genius. Glad I caught that Riri story, man. Yeah, man, you know, none of these other bloggers would have did that. I'm just being real, man. None of these bloggers got that Howard Stern story. You know what I mean? None of them got that. And when I get to where I'm going in the industry, me and Rihanna can even talk about that. Screw you, Iceberg. Screw you. What was you wearing when you met Riri? Screw you, Iceberg. Everybody knows I was broke back then. I'm just kidding. Nah, man. I don't know, man. It was summertime in Miami. You know what I mean? So you really got to dress. I think this was the time. I can't remember, bro. I don't even know if I was in the blog to remember, to be honest with you, because I filmed the blog that day. If you go check it out. Iceberg, yo, we got a line for you, Iceberg. George says Iceberg got to be like J-Lo. Ben ain't got shit on me. You got to be like, nah, bro, I didn't have a Crispy Hilfiger outfit, bro. This is back in the day. I was like, how old was I? I was like 23, 24 years old or something like that, man. You know what I'm saying? How old was I? It was 2012 probably. So how old would that make me? I don't even know. Yeah, 22, I think. 22, right? 24? I'm pretty good at math sometimes, but I don't got time for that right now, man. Too focused on this Collins Ave, baby. Yo, Iceberg, do you want me to do a strand review of the Collins Ave, bro? You think I should do that? I'm probably going to do a strand review for the Collins Ave, man. But I appreciate everybody tapping in with me tonight, man. You guys are the livest audience. You really are. I see people ain't really, hating on me too much in the live poll either. For was Rihanna feeling Mikey T the movie star? 27% of you have said yes. I know Iceberg voted no because Iceberg's like, yo, Mikey T, I got you on that. Rihanna, if I was there, man, Rihanna would have been like, this is why I don't mess with bloggers. Like it's pretty evident. But yo, I'm just saying you weren't there, bro. So I was the blogger there. You know what I mean? I was the blogger. And until I see another blogger come out from that day and say that he actually hollered at Rihanna that day, I'm gonna have to be the one to take credit for that, man. I keep it reals out here, man. I'm doing the shit that like what my man George said, actually. That was one of the things of the glamorous lifestyle, being a part of it. You know what I mean? Actually meeting people like that and shit. Getting to meet Rihanna. We didn't get to shake hands or anything like that. You know what I mean? But it was like, what was it, like telekinetic? You know what I mean? Because she was tripping over me. You know what I mean? That's gonna have to be another one of my songs. I got She's on the Low. I got On the Low, and I got Tripping on Me. I got 2 singles right there. But that makes, you know what I'm saying? We got this shit going on. All right, I'm going to end that poll. Unless anybody else wants to vote in the poll. Was Rihanna feeling Mikey T? George said that he voted Leo, which is no shock, man. You know what I mean? In my mind, I sometimes feel like that day Rihanna thought I was Leonardo DiCaprio. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like she may have thought I was Leonardo DiCaprio that day, and she was kind of like, is that Leonardo DiCaprio or something? Like, but then a few weeks later, we see it pop up on Media Takeout that Rihanna was kind of partying with Leonardo DiCaprio. So she maybe hit his DM thinking it was me. You know what I mean? I'll have to wait. And ask her in person. She's gonna be like, God damn, that was you? That was you? That would be hilarious, right? Crispy Hilfiger outfit. A Crispy Hilfiger outfit would not have done it for Rihanna, man. But I was probably wearing, I don't think I was wearing jeans just because it was summer. If I had to like make hold on, maybe there's a picture somewhere because there was somebody there taking pictures that wasn't supposed to be taking pictures. I'm pretty sure I did I think I did more than just an interview with Lil Wayne there. I'm pretty sure I did a whole blog because I remember filming Lil Wayne when he was also riding his skateboard up to the set. I remember filming a bunch of girls with super soakers, Ciroc super soakers, I think, around the pool and shit. It was fun as hell, man, going to all these video shoots, meeting all these different people and shit like that, man. That was a really, really fun time, man. And it's really put me in the position where I can come on here and, just like share all my thoughts and give all my perspective on everything. But so I really appreciate y'all for tapping in tonight, man. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. If you enjoyed the Gilly the Kid interview, but you were a little thrown off with all the commentary, hit the link in the description and it'll bring you right to that interview, you guys. Also, like I said, subscribe if you have not and hit that notification bell so you do not miss my interviews or my live videos. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my content, man. And again, if you haven't followed me, follow me on the gram and I'll follow you guys back right now. Everybody that has not followed me on the gram, I will follow you guys right now. Literally, where's my phone? Literally, right after this video, I will follow every single person that follows me back. So I'll see you all on the next episode. I'm going to end this chat. Okay, it's 27% to 36% for everybody else. I'm going to end, we're going to get going on the live tonight. I'll see y'all again tomorrow night. I'll see y'all again tomorrow night, you guys. Maybe tomorrow night. You know what I mean? So hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going live. Thank you for tuning in tonight, man. Major respect. Appreciate it.